Hello and welcome to Build Up to a Good Game. It's Carabao Cup second round tonight. All the action live on the Molineux as Wolves against West Ham United. Kickoff just over an hour away. Gonzo has seen one player that's starting for West Ham tonight. Who have you seen?
I just glimpsed James Ward-Prowse. I don't know why my eye picked up on it. It's funny, isn't it? Because we've got the overlay, which obviously everybody in the chat can see at the moment. We use a different screen to record. And I just caught it out the corner of my eye. And out of all the players, I guess we're playing with 11 players. We could do with a few more, actually. But James Ward-Prowse caught my eye. I honed in on him.
Anyway, well, you're ready to discover what the other 10 is. In goal is Alphonse Areola. We've got back three of Jean-Claire Todibo, Mavropanos and Gerd. So Max Kilman is dropped for this one. Kyle Walker-Peters is right wing back. Juve continues at left wing back. And the midfield three is James Ward-Prowse, Guido Rodriguez and Thomas Souček. And the two strikers is Jared Bowen and Lucas Paqueta.
Well, oh my goodness. Yeah, well, what can you say? What can you say? We've been trying to buy everyone today, so maybe there'll be some new midfielders for next time. Why has he not started Potts? I take it Potts is on the bench.
Yeah.
Right, I mean, he's not started Potts. Not Orford's around.
He's on the bench.
Yeah, I mean, it's just weird. The whole thing is just weird. It's just not. Why would you continue with that formation and with that midfield? I just find the whole thing really, really odd. It's. I hope he's not doing this to prove a point, because I think everybody knows that you no longer need to prove the point to you. Everybody knows we need something different in the middle there. Just shows how little faith I think he's got in the young players, and just makes me wonder now, this whole thing of Ollie Scarles at the start, was that just to almost throw us a bone as fans? Is Marshall on the bench?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what he's doing, unless all I can say is maybe he's got confidence in this system. If he does, I don't know where he's getting it from. I don't know where he's getting it from. I just don't. Where would he be getting? Maybe they're really good in training this midfield or something. I don't know. I just don't know why you continue to do that. So he's piled much more pressure on himself. He would have given himself a bit of a buy, not a great one, not a huge get out of jail free. But if he'd have gone with whatever, if he'd have played three of them, choose your three. If he'd have played three youngsters in this one, I think people might have thought, okay, it wouldn't have any connotations for the league game. I think people would have thought, okay, well, he's tried something different. He's more or less going to be trying the same, which he is. A couple of little tweaks, Paqueta, next to Bowen or whatever, Mavropanos in, which I think that's a good move, by the way. But to not really change much about the midfield to what's been failing for you, I just find that really, really odd. I really do. And he's put pressure. Now he's put pressure on the league game for himself. That's what I was trying to say.
And for everyone watching at home, the bench is scrolling along the bottom of your screen. I will read it out in just a few minutes' time, but for anyone wondering, it is on the bottom. Ignore the graphics for now. The graphics are showing both teams in a 4-4-2 formation. We don't control the layout as well. It comes directly from Opta, so they've just updated the starting 11s, and it sort of defaults into a 4-4-2, but it'll sort itself out. But both teams will, the assumption is West Ham will be playing a 3-5-2 tonight, and Wolves will be continuing with their sort of 3-4-2-1. I'll tell you who's playing where for Wolves in just a second. But the starting 11s are correct, but ignore the actual graphics for both teams in terms of the formation and the layouts. I think this is potentially a bit of a trial run for Sunday's game against Nottingham Forest.
Okay.
I do. If we win tonight, do you think he won't start that starting 11?
I just don't know what he's going to do. I guess I do. He's very predictable. I'm making out like he's not. He is predictable. I just don't understand his thinking. I just don't understand why you would. It's quite clear. Well, there's a number of things that are wrong with the team, but one of the big issues is how slow we are and how pedestrian the midfield is. I don't know how he is not seeing it. There's so much focus on the ownership at the moment. He actually has a really big opportunity to have a lot of the criticism deflected away from him, because people are seeing that the ownership is the problem at West Ham. But he's not helping himself with this.
I completely agree. I think
go on.
The focus is on the ownership, and it will be, but for the next couple of hours, it's on Graham Potter.
Yeah, so why paint more of a target on your back? You know, I'm not. If he is sending a message, I don't think he is. I think he does believe this is the best team, and that's my concern. But he alleviates all that by playing some youngsters, and everyone will still be saying, "Why aren't the board supporting him? Why aren't the board giving him the players?" What if he plays the youngsters? Everybody as fans say, "Well, what else is he meant to do?"
Yeah.
By him playing this, by playing basically the three statues in there, everybody's saying, well, he could do something else because he could have played Potts and he could have played Orford.
Yeah.
He could have done something else. He's painted a bigger target on his back. But I think he's so caught up. I think he's struggling under the pressure. The weight of the pressure is bearing down upon his shoulders. I think he really is struggling there.
Yeah, I mean, I would have liked a formation change, but if we had to go with this formation, I'm not necessarily against the back three per se. I'm pleased to see Mavropanos come in, and I'm pleased to see Kilman dropped. So I'm okay if we were going to play a back three. I'm okay with that three at the back. Walker Peters right wing back, Juve left wing back. I'm okay with that if we have to play wing backs. Again, to reiterate, I'd prefer to change formation, but if we have to stick with this, that's what I'd like to see. The strikers don't make sense. Now, I'll tell you what the bench is now, actually, because this is where context comes in here. The West Ham bench is Hermansen's on the bench, Max Kilman and Ollie Scarl's on the bench. Adam Wan-Bissaka is not on the bench tonight. So whether he's injured or he's gone missing and missed the bus just like he missed Neto behind him on Friday evening, I don't know. But he's not on the bench. Also on the bench is Freddie Potts, Lewis Orford, Andy Irving's on there. And then we've got three strikers in Callum Marshall, Callum Wilson and Niklas Füllkrug. So we've got a centre-back, a full-back, two central midfielders and three strikers. There's no attacking midfielder. There's no winger. But the one attacking midfielder we do have is starting, and the one winger we do have is starting, and they're both playing up front. It just doesn't really make sense, to be honest with you. I don't get what he's doing. Sometimes, well, quite often, managers will do something I don't want them to do, but I'll at least understand why they're doing it. I'll say, right, I don't like this happening, but I get it. A bit like when Bowen was starting up front last season, he was scoring every game. I could say, right, I don't like him up front, but it's working, so I get it, right? But this isn't working, so I don't get what he's doing. I just don't get it. I mean, that midfield three, oh my word, honestly. But I tell you what else, though, even just taking away the poor performances and stuff, the thing that doesn't make sense is we are trying our best to get Rodriguez out of this football club, and we're risking an injury tonight. If the last thing we need is him getting injured and the club coming out going, we can't sell Rodriguez, he got injured and now we can't buy anyone because his wages are still here. It's a really stupid decision, like business-wise, that we can. The last thing we need is risking injuring a player who it feels like we're relying on offloading. Now, we haven't played Emerson for that reason because we're trying to get him out the bloody door and we don't want him to be here. But with Rodriguez, we're trying to get him out the door and we're going to play him. And it just feels such an unnecessary risk for more than one reason. Leave Rodriguez in London, play Freddie Potts, put another youngster, whether it be Fearon or someone else, on the bench instead.
Yep.
Look at the camera in the eye after the game and say, we'd have loved to have used Rodriguez tonight, but I can't because we're trying to offload him, we're trying to get players in. Most West Ham fans go, fair enough.
Yep.
Fair enough. It's not an ideal situation. It's not completely your fault. We move on. But actually playing him, it just doesn't add up for me. I don't like it at all. I'm not happy.
I don't even think you need to explain it either. I don't even think he would need to explain why Rodriguez wasn't there. I mean, it would just be obvious to everybody. I just cannot. It just seems like absolute. Seems like Russian roulette. This is a crazy, crazy thing to do. And it's far less likely to work than it is to succeed. I really don't know. This man does not need more pressure upon his shoulders. He could have really done with this game with the release of pressure that a win and getting through to the next round would have given him. I mean, that really would have at least made the next 3 or 4 days bearable. I just don't see this as a team, that's really set up to win the game. I don't think it's his best. He'll think it is. I want to get that right. I don't think he's throwing the game. He thinks this is the way forward, and that's our problem. That this is why I don't look. There's so much pressure on the ownership and why they've done so badly in the transfer window. But the more he does this, the more you start to question. Well, how happy is Potter with this midfield? I want to show us you're not happy with it. Do you know what I mean? Show us, because at the moment it seems like this is the sort of stuff you like, and I just wish he'd help himself. Really, as I say, there's a lot of attention going elsewhere at the moment, and you know, he's going to make. He'll be the first scapegoat. All the pressure's going on David Sullivan now, and he's making himself an easy victim here. He's making himself a sacrificial lamb, basically. Graham Potter. I feel like he's throwing himself on the altar here, and I don't think he's, as I've mentioned on a couple of occasions, I don't think he gets any job of note after this one. If he fails at West Ham, he's not. He doesn't get another Premier League job chucked at him. He just won't be that firefighter that people want to go and get in. So I'm really surprised he's doing this. It's like he's headed on. He's got a collision course, and he won't turn the wheel. He won't change course. It's very odd.
Yeah, I'll just click on Aaron's comment here. Don't worry, live chat will turn to you. For those that are new around here, subscribe, but we do interact with the live chat often. We just like to get our little spiel over and done with first. But Aaron's saying, not interested in watching the game. First time I felt like this in his life. And I completely understand where he's coming from. I've kept forgetting we have a game tonight, and that's not like me, especially a cup game. I know I speak for Gonzo here. Cup games are everything for us. We look forward to the cup games more than the league ones. You can be crap in the league, but when the cup comes round, that little bit of magic is still there. That little hope and dream is irrelevant when it comes to league form. League form stops. Today, league form doesn't really matter, or it shouldn't. I mean, arguably, it's irrelevant. Both teams, it's 20th against 19th in the Premier League tonight, right? That's what we're up against at the Molineux. That's what Sky Sports are way to broadcast for their viewers. Two Premier League teams who don't really care about the cup, and they're both crap. But I'm a bit like Calvin. And when the news about Magassa came out earlier, I'm not going to lie, I felt a little bit upbeat. I thought, oh, here we go. Yes. Finally, we're getting a signing. I don't know anything about him. Well, I know a little bit about him, but only data and statistics and other people's opinions on him. I've never seen him play football. But I thought, here we go. This is someone that Potter McCauley want. I believe it is. Great, we're going somewhere. For a few hours, I felt a little bit of something. Then this team come out. Bloody hell. Talk about a vacuum of fun. That bit of good feeling I had off the back of the Magassa news, it just seeped out of me pretty quickly.
He does. I'm sorry to say this. He does. What else are we meant to discuss? We've spent those last few days discussing, you know, Sullivan and Brady and everything else. Of course, we're going to discuss Graham Potter now and the players. And he is a bit like the fun place, actually, you know, and the teams he picks and the way he plays as well. And it's just, come on, mate, give yourself a chance. I noticed somebody in the chat. Sorry, it scrolls through so quickly, but it's something that we were saying with in our Patreon breakfast this morning. And we often disagree with this in particular. I always think the manager's about to go soon, and you always say, "Oh no, I don't think he's going to." So myself and Gio had a conversation this morning, and I said I think he's got 2 games left, which Gio doesn't agree with. He thinks it's going to go on and on as it tends to do. But on my belief system, and I've just seen someone else say it, he's got 2 games left. I think, why would he do that in this one? It's just odd. Honestly, the whole thing baffles me.
Anyway, enough about West Ham for the next 5 minutes. Let's talk about the Wolves team. Again, for anyone that's just joined in the last 5 minutes, ignore the graphics. The players are correct. The starting 11 is correct, but the formation and where each player is incorrect will likely be a 3-5-2. Wolves will be a 3-4-2-1 formation. In goal is Sam Johnson. Their back 3, they've got Mosquera, Adabadu, and Bueno. Right wing back, they've got Gomez. Central midfield, they've got Bellegarde and Andre. Left wing back, they've got the other Bueno, so there's 2 Buenos for Wolves tonight. Up front, they'll have, let me get this right, otherwise Gonzo's going to snicker, Wang Hee-chan. And in the 2 number 10s, they've got Lopez and Arias, their new summer signing, that created the most chances at the Club World Cup. Now, before we get Gonzo's thoughts on the Wolves team, the bench for them this evening is as follows: Bentley, Doherty, Munetsi, Wolf, Gomez, Kaladzic, Strand Larson, Chirera, and Chachua. He's on the bench as well. He's
bless you.
Very fast, that guy. Very, very fast, Chachua. I think he's last season in Serie A, I think he was the fastest player in the league, but I could be wrong. Right wing back, so if he comes on, watch out. I thought it just said there, it's changed our team round now, and it said that right wing back we've got Kay Walker, and I thought, Kyle Walker, what's going on? Opta's gone wrong. As if left out the Peters. Anyway, that's the Wolves team. Do you have much of an opinion?
Not really. I think they might have done us a favour with Strand Larsen not starting. I like him as a player. Yeah. I don't have. I haven't even watched them play this season. Otherwise, I'd be lying if I said anything different, mate. I like Gomez. Gomez is a good player. Yeah, but Wanky Chan is obviously
That's
really,
not
really
the right
good.
Gomez.
It's not the right. It's not the one I like. Oh, they got. Hold on, they got 2 Gomez's and 2
Yeah,
Balbuenas.
you're thinking
whatever
of the
his name is.
Brazilian central midfielder.
I am. Yes, he dyes his hair.
Yeah, that's not him.
Oh, right. Well, there you go. They're playing the shit Gomez, which is obviously so they're not playing their best striker. They're playing a shit Gomez.
Both Buenos.
Buenos, both Kinders. A couple of Kinder surprises in there. West Ham going through to the next round. I'm sure of it.
Have you seen Man United's and Bomo's got a little bit of a pot belly, so they call him Kinder and Bomo.
Oh, nice.
He's got a little bump.
I wish I was as fat as him. You know what I mean?
Anyway, that's the Wolves team. It's stronger than I thought they'd be. It's stronger than what Wolves fans thought. I think they were expecting a much more rotated side. Saying that, they've rotated a lot. I'm looking at it now. Agabadu's their best defender. He's played. Andre was benched at the weekend against Bournemouth, which was a surprise, but he's come back in for this one. Arias was obviously one of the big summer spend-ups as Cunha's direct replacement, so he's starting. It's heavily rotated, but the players they're bringing in are quite sort of experienced. I think Lopez is someone that a lot of Wolves fans have got hopes for. They're not quite sure as to where he's going to play, like long term at Wolves, and he's sort of second or third choice in a lot of positions rather than just being first choice in one position. So Lopez is someone that I don't have a strong enough opinion about, but he's certainly someone that Wolves fans like. And what are you sniggering at? Are you sniggering at your little fan in the live chat again? Every time, honestly, every time.
I like him. What can I say? It's Phil Macook. I like him. I got a lot. I don't know who he is. I wonder if I don't even. I might know him. It's obviously just some pretend. No, yeah, of course it is.
Get yourself a partner that makes you smile like Phil does with Gonzo.
Quite right.
If you can get yourself a partner that smiles like he does when Phil pops up in the live chat, keep him. Right then, we're going to do a little bet now, Gonzo. What are you fancying?
Bowen to score.
Right.
He doesn't go long without the scoring. He's a good player, even if he's in a poor team. So yeah, Bowen to score, and you can do a card or something.
I'll do Rodriguez booking because he nearly got sent off in pre-season.
That's true.
So,
twice in one game, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think with Arias playing in that number 10 role and Lopez and Huang, I think it's quite a fluid front three and one that'll be quite mobile as well, so it might cause us a little bit of bother in there. And do you fancy us to win, or should we just do it because we're West Ham fans and hope that it happens?
I don't fancy us to win, but we need to do it for the bet for us to win, I think, because we want someone to win.
Well, I don't fancy us to win either, but let's do it. Right, let's whack a little bit of that on.
Yeah.
So it's 100 quid. So this bet wins, someone will win 100 quid. So I only need 3 things, ladies and gentlemen. We'll tell you how to enter in just a second. I did have a phrase for you earlier, but I forgot what it was now. I mentioned it in my video earlier.
You can use it when we play Wolves in the league then.
I can't remember what it was, though. It was nothing to do with the Wolves game. Anyway,
oh, was it not? Okay.
Anyway, we need these 3 things to happen. West Ham to win in 90 minutes, not on pens. It has to be 90 minutes. Giant Bowen to score a goal. Rodriguez get a yellow card. If those 3 things happen, one of you in the live chat will win 100 quid. To enter in the live chat, please put the following phrase.
Lipstick and mascara. Is that his name?
Mascara, yeah.
Yeah, lipstick and mascara.
And mascara, please get that into the live chat. And if that bet wins, someone will scoop 100 quid from Hammer's chat. I say this evening, it'll be tomorrow we contact you and let you know that you've won. Right then, before we get into it further, I just want to say thank you to the 3 people. So Daddy saying Bowen and Paqueta as our only attacking players. No strikers starting. This manager is allergic to attacking. Sack this clown immediately. So Daddy, thank you very much for the support. Mixo, thank you very much for the €1. And Skizzle saying, hoping for the best, expect nothing. And Terror there, a lipstick and mascara. Get your phrase into the live chat, just like Terror has. And if that bet wins, one of you will win 100 quid. And while you're all doing that, just want to point in the direction of our video sponsor, our partners here on Hammers Chat, which is Boyle Sports. Now, the link's in the description below. Why should you use that link? Well, if you're going to join up, use that one, because you'll get extra free bets compared to going on their website organically. You go on Google, go into Boyle Sports, join up, you get up to £25 free bets. But if you use our link in the description, you'll get up to £40 of free bets. One of my favourite things about Boyle Sports is 2-up ACCA. Now, do read the terms and conditions, but basically, in the games that are eligible, if your team goes 2 goals up, it pays out as a winner automatically. So you pick 5 teams to win at the weekend. Let's just say you do the Premier League. They're included in the 2-up ACCA. You pick 5 teams to win in the Premier League. They all go 2 goals up. You get paid out, even if they don't go on to win. So if you did Liverpool last night against Newcastle, 2-0 up, back to 2-2, you're thinking, oh no. Granted, they went on and got a winner. It wouldn't have mattered with Boyle Sport. It would have all been covered. So it's a really good feature to have. Just gives you that little bit of insurance in case a team stuffs things up. And we've all done it before, where you've done a bet and something's gone wrong very quickly in a game later on, and they've thrown it away. It's gone down to 10 men or something like that. Links in description below. It is gambling, so please do gamble responsibly. 18 years and over. In order to get your free bets, you must deposit at least £10 and play at least £10 on a bet as well. And you'll only get paid out once your qualifying bet has come to a conclusion. Please read the terms and condition in the description below. But that's where you'll find a link if you fancy £40 free bets with our partners, Boyle Sports. Right, Gonzo, you've seen the teams. You told me when we were doing the bet you don't fancy us to win. So, fearing the worst?
Yeah, I am. Well, actually, no. I'm not fearing the worst because I don't fear this game anymore. I'm just fearing the league games. So it's like you said earlier on. It didn't even feel like there was a game today. There's been very little excitement. I totally with you when I heard that we were bidding for players and we'd had an here we go for Fabrizio Romano and we're bidding for other players as well. That perked me up a bit. But yeah, for this game, no. And you want a lift when you see that starting lineup, and we don't get one. I wonder if he even understands about that. It's a weird one, really, because I know we're not actually at home at the moment, but it's something he spoke about at home, giving the fans a lift. So I'm assuming he knows that the fans away from home need a lift as well, and to get the crowd behind you. It's just not motivational. I don't find any of it I'm not motivated for it. So no, but I'm not fearing it. I'm almost resigned to it. And I'm sorry to say that, particularly about a cup, for all the reasons that you mentioned. I'd love to think that we can go on a cup run, but we just seem to like such a poor team at the moment. I mean, I could have even seen if he'd have done this, I could see us going out to a championship team tonight, even if we had drawn a championship team. I think a championship team would have a good chance of turning us over, actually. So yeah, it's hard to. Yeah, don't fear the worst. I just expect it to happen, really, I guess.
Yeah, that's sad though, isn't it? It's hard to get up for it. We've played okay in some periods, but not very often. We played good for about 6 minutes against Chelsea. That was an exciting 6 minutes. And when I thought we made it 2-1, that was fun, but that died very, very quickly. And against Sunderland, we looked all right in the first half, but then we got ripped apart in the second half. And then they went on to lose 2-0 against Burnley, which makes you feel even worse about the defeat that you suffered at the hands of Sunderland. I've watched both of Wolves' games this season. First up against Man City, where it was 4-0 City. I thought it was quite a generous scoreline for Man. I didn't think it was a 4-0 game. I thought Wolves were quite spirited. They gave a good account of themselves. I think they were just outclassed by a very good Manchester City team on the day, and that happens. There's no shame in that. Then against Bournemouth at the weekend, they got beat 1-0. But Wolves had their opportunities to take the lead at 0-0. Munetzi in particular blazed one over where if he hits the target, he probably scores. And then the goal they conceded, Bellegarde gave away on the edge of the box, and it took a wicked deflection and went past Jose Sa. So it was just one of those unlucky goals to concede, if you like. But they still had their chances to equalise, didn't take them, and then Totti Gomez got sent off. It was a bit of a stupid red card to get, really. And then I thought Bournemouth were reasonably comfortable and unlucky to make it 2-0. But again, a defeat, I would say, was spirited. And I've seen Wolves fans post-game. I've been looking to see what they've been saying and stuff, and they're fearing the worst for the team this season. I can understand why.
Yeah.
Some Wolves fans have labelled this game as El Shitico.
I like it. That's nice.
It's not my one. I wish I could take the credit for that. I never named it that. Wolves fans have named it El Shitico. And they've been saying like this is the first game both teams are going to lose, etc., etc. But I think it shows their level of enthusiasm towards the club at the minute. I think they're just a bit worried that they're going to cash in on Larson to Newcastle because obviously he was subject to a £50 million bid, which he rejected. But I think there's a fear that Newcastle are going to come back in with 60 or 70. They'll accept it, and they're not going to be able to replace him. So I think they're a little bit worried about the remainder of the transfer window at the minute, Wolves fans. But this is a game, like I said in the preview, and I said at the time, this is a game that no one wants. Potter don't want this game. Pereira don't want this game. Wolves fans don't want this game. West Ham fans don't want this game. And I'm pretty sure Wolves and West Ham players don't want this game either. No one wanted this. When this tie was made, I doubt there was anyone in the world that went, get in, what a draw that is. No, everyone went, boring. No, thank you. No one can really be bothered for it. Hopefully, we can muster up a good performance. Hopefully, we can get a win. Even if it's just to lift our spirits for 24 hours.
Yeah.
But the problem is, Gonzo, I know it's miserable, but I'm not even sure it would because of the bigger problems at West Ham. It would feel good while watching the game. And it would feel good for the remainder of the night. But I think we'd wake up tomorrow and straight back to the transfer window. Right, come on, I knew we're getting in kind of thing.
100%, but it would still... I'd still take that. I'd take winning tonight and then tomorrow, and then because we can't wait for ages now. We have to sign a player. They have to have a medical and they have to sign. It can't be. It can't if we're going to sign anyone. So I would take that. If what's going to happen now is between now and the league game, what we're going to do is we were going to win this cup tie and then sign 3 players. I know people are laughing. Then that would be something. Somebody said to me on the comments section, I think it was the video I uploaded today about West Ham launching bids for 3 players. What he said, Gonzo, what gives you any hope that Graham Potter would play any of these midfielders that we sign ahead of James Ward-Prowse, right? And I sort of in my mind I instantly dismissed it, but it's sort of eating away at me, the comment, and now I'm wondering. Actually, do you know what? I think he might be right. So yeah, I could really do with some, with some belief, and I think we'd all benefit from us winning tonight. That's for sure.
Yeah, I agree with that subscriber that left you that comment. I think we were trying to sign players to play alongside James Ward-Prowse and not instead of James Ward-Prowse. I didn't even notice Kudus was still on the Patreon advert I just put up. Bloody hell, I'm gonna have to change that. My bad. I didn't even notice. I just clicked it and I didn't even look at it. I was busy.
Was it the Patreon one?
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to get the retro. We've got a vintage one of those.
We do have a retro one. We've got one with Cotty.
Yeah.
Maybe Tevez and Noble on it. I'm not sure. Charlie made 2 last year. Yeah. And I didn't. To be fair, I can't see what it is. It just says Patreon.
Do you remember how all that came about? Do you remember? I said to Charlie, "Can you do us one with players that we can't sell that have already retired, please?" Because we're just gonna. Because we actually had one. We had one with Paqueta on it, didn't we? We had one with Kudus on it, and we had a lot of these players.
I can't remember. I'm gonna put it up now. Don't get offended. I'm putting it up again. I know you can't see, but I want to know who else is on it. Yeah, we've got Bowen, Kudus, and Paqueta on it.
There you go. There you go. Yes, we have one like with Billy Bonds and stuff on it, please.
Yeah, we'll have to.
Because,
we'll have to do a new one and see if we can get it. But anyway, don't let that put you off joining Patreon.
No. We don't really discuss Kudus over there, no.
But anyway, in regards to the Ward-Prowse, I agree. It's hard to see him being dropped, but and I say this I don't necessarily believe it myself. I'm just playing devil's advocate for the sake of it. But perhaps Ward-Prowse would be better in this system if he had a defensive midfielder beside him and an attacking midfielder beside him, and his job was to just keep it simple. Probably not. I don't want to see either. I don't have a burning desire. My fear actually is that we sell Paqueta. That's my fear at the minute. There's a lot of noise at the minute. I don't like it. It's I'm not convinced he won't go. So.
Well, this is the thing, isn't it? Because the comment that came from the club, which was, would we sell Paqueta? very unlikely unless we bring in lots of players. Well, hold on a second. We bring in this lad from Monaco. If we bring in Sanguera as well, and we bring in one more, it's not what my definition of lots of players is. It's what the owner's definition is lots of players is. Is that enough for him to sanction the sale of Paqueta? I think it probably would be. So I would not be surprised to see him go at all. Yeah, not at all.
Yeah.
What could you say?
I didn't have been gagging to sell him for months. And as soon as he was dismissed of the charges, I thought, here we go. This is them rubbing their hands together. If they can get... And listen, if they got 60 million for him, I'd understand selling him for 60 million. But I think they're already struggling to bring in players to replace a vacant spot in the squad, right?
Well, here's the interesting thing on this. So giving this some thought, I think, because I do think that Potter likes Paqueta, and I think for all my criticism of him, I do think he made Paqueta better. I think it's one of the few players you could say that was better under Potter, right? So when he got acquitted of the charges, I wouldn't be surprised if Potter said, no, I want to keep him. Now, at that point, he had a very strong hand, right? We'd had what seemed like a good pre-season. Everything was happy. Now, Potter is in no position. Basically, Potter does not have a strong hand anymore. And basically, he'll now do what he's told because he'll have to. Otherwise, because he's on the cusp of getting sacked. So I don't think he's in any position to be insisting upon anything, And I think this is really the issue for him. So I think now, I think even 2 months ago, the club probably couldn't have undermined him, couldn't have pulled the rug out from under Potter's feet and sold Paqueta. I think now they can.
Right then, time to get your thoughts into the live chat. Gonzo's here for another 10 minutes or so, then he's going to disappear and get ready for the game as well. Guys are saying Ward-Prowse and Todibo, how are they still wearing the shirt? Paul saying in regards to Ward-Prowse, it's because of the data. Potter lives by it. He rarely hits a bad pass. But the eye test tells us that because they are all 5-yarders back to our centre-backs. Thing is, you'll have that data as well, Paul. It won't be just... You'll have everything about... We've got it. But me and Gonzo can access the pass maps that he does and stuff, like where he passes from in two, and if they were successful, who he passes to. So he'll have all the data. So I appreciate what you're saying. His pass success rate's really high, yes. But he will also be able to see that they're all 5-yard back passes to the centre-backs via...
And how much he doesn't win the duels. He'll have that data. He won't just have the passing data. He'll have all the data. So, yeah, I don't know. It is a mystery.
If anything, Paul, I think what we're saying, which is he's got more data, actually backs up your point, which is he will know it's 5 yards, but I don't think that's why he's starting him. I think Potter just likes him. I think Potter likes him doing 5-yard back passes. I think that's how Potter likes to play football. Keep it short, keep it sweet, and keep it West Ham. Adam's got a question for everyone, so everyone can get involved in the live chat. It says, how big of a loss tonight do you think it would take for Potter to be sacked?
Not a realistic... I don't think there's a realistic... I don't think we can lose 10-0. Clip that and use it after the game.
That's your answer then, isn't it? If you think that's what it'll take, that's your answer.
I don't think he can get sacked tonight.
If we lose 10-0, you think he'll still be here tomorrow?
Yeah.
I mean, I would say 10-0 is my answer. I don't think he will get sacked because I don't think we're going to get hammered like that. But if we somehow got done 10-0 tonight, I think he might get sacked. This ain't Southampton. The managers don't survive 9-0 hidings.
Right, I've lost all my confidence in everything. I just don't know anymore.
Jonathan saying, I can't make up my mind if I want to watch this one or not. Tune in and mess up my mood or not and watch a movie. Gonzo and Gio, tell me why I should. And then just a minute later, he said, I think he was replying to the previous comment. He said 3-0 loss.
Yeah, I think you should watch a film. Quite frankly, what can I say? This is tough. This is you got to do what you got to do. I certainly won't think less of you if you go and watch something else.
No, I'm not going to convince you to do anything, Jonathan. I will convince you to do what you want, right? So if you want to watch football, watch it. If you want to watch a movie, go watch a movie. Do what you want. You don't feel obliged to do anything. However, if I was to pretend for a minute and pretend I really care about you watching West Ham, I would say we have a bigger chance of winning this one than we did against Chelsea and we do against Nottingham Forest.
I'll give you a tip though. Don't watch that War of the Worlds one on Amazon Prime. I'd say because whatever West Ham churn up today, even a 10-0 loss will be better than that. There you go. There's a tip.
What was it?
War of the Worlds of Ice Cube. It might be the worst film I've ever seen in my life. So I didn't watch all of it.
Do you know one of the worst things? It wasn't really a movie, but it's the length of a movie. Is Caleb Cooper's stand-up tour.
Oh man, how did you? I saw some clips of it just when I was watching the farm. Clarkson's farm.
Yeah.
So did you watch? You watched the?
Yeah, right. I love Clarkson's farm. Right,
Yes,
it's really good telly.
Yeah,
I actually think Caleb in the earlier. I think now he's coming across as a little bit like he's playing up. He's trying too hard to be the character he was. He's no longer natural anymore. But in the first series, he was really funny, really natural. Then I watched his tour thing. Oh, it was terrible. It was horrific. But it was one of at the end when it finished. I thought, why did I just watch it all? I knew after 10 minutes this was bad, but I just watched it all. At one point, Gonzo he's going around the stage on a little tractor, and at the end they're all singing that they.
I've got a brand new combine harvester. Yeah. I think I saw that clip. I'd rather watch Gerald for 90 minutes. And actually, we all laugh. The kids laugh every time he speaks. The kids laugh. I'm not sure you should be watching Clarkson's farm, but anyway, the kids, everyone laughs at Gerald. He's brilliant.
Potter's about 2 press conferences away from replying like Gerald.
I'd say it's what his team talks like. Zoom
out.
I don't know what he's saying.
Anyway, right, let's see what you're all saying. Aaron saying Holmes under the Hammer is on. There you go. If anyone fancies a little bit of that. Sullivan's on there offering 50p over 5 years. Jennifer is saying no loss. We'll get him sacked tonight. They're waiting until after the transfer window shuts, and then it will be freebies incoming. DJ says going to play. Oh, right. Okay. I just click on comments and then read them out. I should really read them out. It
happens. We've all done it, Gio. We've all done it. Happy end. Happy end.
DJ's going to have a little bit of fun.
There you go.
I'm going to put DJ off. When you look down, DJ, just think of Graham Potter.
There you go. Or Gerald from Clarkson's farm.
Gary's saying his fabulousness Gonzo. Why does he think he will get the first yellow card? Who does he think will get the first booking? Who do you reckon?
Who do I think will get the first yellow card? Paqueta, because he's annoyed. He's annoyed that he might not be able to leave.
RJ saying, use a drinking game. Every time Ward Prowse goes backwards, have a drink. I did, and ended up getting my stomach pumped.
Oh, I bet you bloody did. Oh, that sounds like my Saturday night, actually. But yeah.
I could be doing that. John is saying, come on, lads, let's be positive. Graham at the wheel. Mark's put Holmes under the Hammer on. Hammers under the Hammer is on. There we go. Yeah. That's a good one. Jordan's saying, that's not Jordan, but Anna's going to watch Holmes under the Hammer. But Jordan's saying Gerald would negotiate better than Sullivan.
He probably would.
That's what Sullivan's emails for offers are like, isn't it? Just Gerald speaking.
Gerald's written them. Yeah.
Gerald's subtitles, just a garbled mess.
There's that scene, I think it's in the first series, where they're at the pub and Gerald sat round and they were having a pint and he says a load of stuff and no one knows. And Clarkson's there, he's got his pint, he says, wise words. Wise words. He didn't have a clue what he was saying. It's very good. I like it.
The thing is that when he did it then, that was about mental health of farmers as well. So it was quite important what he was saying, but no one knew what he was saying.
It's true, yeah. Poignant stuff.
It was about like suicide rates and male farmers and stuff.
Okay, like yeah. So he did, yeah.
And he was, and it was a bit like it's too serious that they couldn't really take the piss out of him.
No, wise words.
Well, yeah. Anyone that hasn't watched Clarkson Farm, advised. It's
you don't have to. You don't have to like farming. You probably will after you've watched it, though. To be fair, do you drive past and see fields now and look at them differently? We did it the other day. Said to Jakey when we drove back from Birmingham the other day. Harvests in the wheat fields there. That's it.
Someone said it would be a West Ham thing, and I like it when people say that, but I can't find it. Right. Glory saying Potter is stubborn as Moyes. Chance to play 4 at the back, but sticks with a system that doesn't work. Johnny's saying, I almost don't want to win because I think Sullivan will rethink getting stuck in. Woodsy did 2 pints of beer and a Jim Beam chaser for every goal Chelsea scored.
You're serious.
Drunk. Paul said, if McCauley had been taken off transfers by Sullivan on Saturday, then he's got to be sacked, right? Sullivan has signed a player in 3 days, and apparently McCauley can't get the deal over the line.
Look, McCauley was never going to. McCauley shouldn't have been doing the negotiating in the first place. It was enough to ask a data analyst just to be head of recruitment. It's if you're not going to have a director of football, you need 2 jobs. You need your head of recruitment and you need a negotiator. He should never have been thrown. He should never have been thrown into that. He never stood a chance. It's not. Yeah, I don't like what's happened there actually.
Yeah, I think the thing is, right, despite all of the noise in the last few days, and it's an assumption, but I feel like it's a fair assumption, if we sign Magassa, that's like a player identified by Kyle McCauley, right?
For sure.
So
for sure.
This is how I've seen it happening all window, or how it should have been happening all window, which is McCauley and Potter identify players. It gets sent up the food chain at West Ham and says, that's the guy, go get him, and it's up to Sullivan to go get it. And I believe that's what's been happening. Now, if Sullivan wants it both ways, does that mean we can go to Sullivan and say, oh, do you know Juve then? Does that mean that wasn't you that done that deal? Someone else got that. Hermanson, when West Ham were getting plaudits for the deal at the time, about how it was a lot cheaper than what Leicester wanted, he didn't correct anyone. Say, oh, I never did that deal. It was Kyle McCauley. I don't deserve any credit. He was happy to let all the plaudits come his way. And that's how it should be. Win or lose as a team on the pitch and off the pitch as well. They should be in unison, in harmony. Sullivan should consistently be saying, we're all working hard. McCauley's identifying the players. I'm trying my best to get them in. And that's that. That's all he needs to say. He didn't need to say anything. But if he does have to say something, that's all he has to say. Just make on that you're working together as a team, and either you're going to succeed as a team or fail as a team, and it's all together. But when you start pointing the finger, the window's not even shut yet, and the blame game's already started. We had it 12 months ago with Lopetegui. As soon as the window shut, Stadium was backing away from the appointment as fast as he could, and Sullivan was dragging him back into the appointment as fast as he could. And, Stadium through Romano and that saying, oh no, it wasn't me, I wanted other people. And then Sullivan saying, absolutely, it was you. You were the one that interviewed him. You loved him after your interview. You wanted him as well. And we were a handful of games in, and then we had old Spanish ball bag. Him, ball bag. Paella ball bag was basically saying, oh, look behind the dugout. Well, just stick your being cryptical stuff and just name names. Say what you want to say, rather than leaving it so vague so everyone has to assume off the back of your cryptic tweet. But we had 3 things going on, 3 different people backing away from the blame. The window's not even shut yet, and we've already got it at West Ham. Luckily, as far as I'm aware, Kyle McCauley isn't really one for using the media for spin or anything.
I haven't heard of words, actually. No.
But unfortunately, though, he's going to get battered by Sullivan, and he's not going to be able to fight back. It could be a good thing in the sense that we don't have a war of words, but I still remember, unless I imagined this and I've dreamt it, and I still remember a dream vividly from 10 years ago now, which is incredibly unlikely. I still remember David Sullivan on Soccer AM slagging off Sam Allardyce when Sam Allardyce was our manager who was leaving at the end of the season. I still remember it on Soccer AM.
Well, someone reminded me today, actually, and I'd completely forgot, because I was saying I don't like the way he's been speaking about Hermanson. Not a nice thing for a boss to do. And then someone reminded me, again on the comments, said, would you remember he said about Snodgrass? I said, well, actually, my children told me not to sign Snodgrass. Why would you say that stuff?
Yeah,
why would you say it?
Snodgrass came out on social media. Snodgrass quoted it.
Yes, he did.
He said, thanks for the support, Mr. Chairman, with a thumbs up or something like that. I was like, thanks for the support with a thumbs up emoji. Snodgrass certainly seen it, heard it, and spoke out about it. And then, while he was never the most glamorous player in the world, at least he gave 100% to the football club when he was here. Yeah. You can't say he never gave anything but 100%. And in terms of what he'd done for the football club off the pitch with Isla's campaign and stuff like that, he's one of the first professional footballers when it comes there was a charity thing on the go. He's one of the first professional
Yeah, yeah.
footballers put his hand in his pocket for a cause.
Yeah. Even after he left, he
Yeah,
carried on doing it.
100%. And
Yeah.
you get a lot of them. James Maddison's another one that's really good at it, Jack Grealish. But there's a lot of footballers that are really quick at putting their hand in their pocket when it comes to like a charitable fundraiser. And Snodgrass is certainly one of them. And that's who our chairman basically said, oh, my kids warned me not to sign them. Bloody hell, man.
It just lacks any sort of class. Do you know what? It's just not nice. It's nasty. That's enough. That's enough. I'm really, really, really uncomfortable with that Hermansen thing. I really am. Just
Especially
not
after
nice.
2 games. He might turn out to be crap, right? But at least wait till he's left.
Yeah.
just
Sell him first. Yeah.
Yeah, just after 2 games. Right, MV saying what happened to Guilherme. Did we ever find out what his actual injury was, or is it still a possibility?
Oh, it's in the area, isn't it? You know, I'm a physio. I'm no physio, as you could tell.
There was 2 rumours. One's probably true. One that he broke his collarbone. The other was he dislocated his shoulder. But regardless, the outcome's the same, which is
I think I don't know this. As I say, I'm not a doctor. I think you'd prefer the collarbone. Actually, dislocated shoulder, you say you just pop it back in. I had bad shoulder for about 18 months. So, yeah,
well,
I don't know.
Tonali had to get his popped in last night on the pitch.
I didn't see it.
Yeah,
really?
I think that's what had happened.
I didn't know if that was a euphemism. I don't know.
No.
What's happened here?
It was definitely a shoulder injury. Ekitike threw him over off the ball, and he got up, and then Dan Burn was holding his arm for a while, and the physio came on. He was with him for a while, and then he played on for another 10 minutes, and he's running around just like this, just with his arm on his body, just running around with one arm, like trying to get stuck in, and eventually he had to sort of he sort of went off at the same time. Right then, 3 more comments before Gonzo goes. Westwood Hammer, thank you very much. Saying, being too ambitious, that was idea for the phrase. Thank you. To be fair, I need to correct myself. The term used was being too unrealistic. Now, I thought it was ambitious. Yeah. Brian, thank you for the $5 super chat. He said, finally something to smile about. I received my Hamish Chat store order today. I'm officially no longer a numpty. Now, Brian's amused by the word numpty because I said it in a video and he's never heard of it until I explained what it is. And Ross, thank you for the £2 super chat, says Sullivan is a spunk goblin. Anyway, I said that in my review last week, I think, and possibly in the watch along. The comment that went down well on my watch along or review last week, Gonzo, is I called Wambazaka a Temu air fryer because it keeps switching off.
Nice.
Just came to my head. It just came
out.
I
like it. Yeah.
Anyway, right then, Gonzo, thank you so much.
Yeah, see you everyone. Enjoy the
game.
Enjoy the game. I hope you enjoy the game. No, I do mean it. I hope you enjoy the game. Yeah. Cheers, Gio.
I look forward to watching your review. I assume it's going up after the match tonight.
As long as I don't fall asleep, it will go up after the match. If it's not there, you know what's happened.
Yeah, Gonzo's nodded off. Anyway, so Gonzo's review will be up tomorrow after he fell asleep trying to watch us play Wolves this evening. But Gonzo, thank you very much, and I'll catch up with you in a bit.
Yeah, see you later. Bye, mate.
Right then, it's just me and you now, everyone. Just me and you. Live chat. You're going to have to keep me company. Got 50 minutes till kick off, and you're just going to have to give me a wee second because I'm getting rid of that because I don't need it. I'm going to put in my other ear because I do need it. I don't need to hear Gonzo anymore. He's not there, but I do need to hear. I guess I don't, but I do need to. Ideally, need to hear my surroundings, don't I? If anyone's breaking into my home during my live stream, this is when. Need be alert. Catch it live on camera though. It'd do good views though, wouldn't it? If I was to clip it, Gio's house is being robbed live on air. Right then, 15 minutes till kick-off. Let me just get rid of this little thing. I don't need that anymore because that's where Gonzo was. He's no longer with us. Let me just check this. See what's going on. Right, 1,400 of you watching live. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Please do get your thoughts into the live chat. But also please do drop a like on the video as well. If we could get loads of thumbs up, that would be really good. And let me get my thing ready. Here we go. Wolves against West Ham. That's what I'm after. Oh, it's got an advert for Lynx, which is a really weird advert, by the way, isn't it? All this sniffing, and it's a very strange advert, that Lynx one. Anyway, right, let's have a little look and see what you're all saying. John saying, what did Potter say about our goalkeeper? Basically said that the goalkeeper's not very good. Potter chose a goalkeeper and he's not very good. George, how's my day been? So. I wasn't very well last couple of days, so I've been taking it easy so that I'm okay for tonight. I'm trying my best. I've been conditioning myself, so I'm in tip-top form for this evening. Not quite there. Still feeling a bit under the weather, but I'm gonna muscle through. Effortless is drained watching Wardhouse offer nothing. His selection says everything about Plodder. Johnny saying, where do I live? Not far from Aaron Creswell now. Practically neighbours. In terms of Somerville, Mark, he's still injured. Well, I say he's injured. He's on the road to recovery. He's probably not far away from being back. About a couple of weeks ago, the Spurs game, which is the game after the international break, that was the one that was sort of being earmarked for his return. So if he's on course, then he should be back for the Tottenham game. Fingers crossed that that is very much the case, but I haven't really seen an update since that one a couple of weeks ago. OCI says Potter far too stubborn. He brings no entertainment and no joy. Depressing, bit like a Hammers chat video, innit? But we all still tune in. Well, you guys tune in to me and we tune in to West Ham. Simmons saying if Gary O'Neill was in the stands or doing punditry, I'll be worried. It hasn't come up on the thing yet who's doing punditry. It's just like a general football chat at the minute. I think I've got it on mute. I don't really know what they're saying. My lip reading is good, but I need to be watching their lips to try and work out what they're saying. Wonky saying, personally, I would have stuck with Hermanson. I know it's normal change for the cup, but he needs to play because he's clearly first choice. Surreal's going to hunker down with Chocolate, Monster and Geo. Beautiful. It's been a long time since I had Monster. That black tin with the green M. I used to like that when I was a teenager. It really was like human fuel, so like petrol for the human. Fiona keeps thinking that Potter can't be this bad. Definition of madness is playing the same formation and slow players and expecting a different result. Jordan said if you had to point someone tomorrow to replace Potter, who would you pick? I don't really know. Honestly, to be honest with you, I don't know. I haven't a Scooby. Tony saying, what radio station is the match on? Well, Bodger saying it's Talksport. Or you could just stick around here. Or unless you mean radio station with a wink and a nudge. Let me know, Tony, if you mean actual radio station or radio station. Alright, two different answers. Because I could warn you where you might find it if you don't want it. David saying Potter thinks a green salad is racy. He would hold the oil, just dry steel lettuce to mimic the midfield. Rob, hoping for a 3-1. Leo is 10 years old and he's hoping for a 3-0 win. Well, let's hope Leo is correct, Rob. So A, we're through. And B, he's got bragging rights over you. That's important. Like when you were a kid and you did the lottery on a Saturday night, didn't you? So you just wrote your numbers on a bit of paper. But as a kid, you thought it was cool. So you wouldn't write anything. And when the numbers came out, you'd write them down thinking that no one could see what you were doing. And then at the end of the draw, you're like, look, Mummy and Daddy, I got all 6 right. You should have done my numbers. How much would I have won? Listen, as a kid, you thought you were good. Todd's holding out that Will still does a job at Southampton. He's a West Ham fan. Has stated West Ham is his dream job. I see no future under Potter. I've seen enough. Smokers, can someone explain all the hype to me about Hackney? Stats-wise, at Borough were basically identical to Potts last season. At Portsmouth and Borough were a better team. I'll tell you what, Major, this is a good shout. He wants Bellamy. I'd be all for that. If Bellamy wanted to come, yeah, I've been very impressed by him. I like him. Tony, okay, you want a radio. Okay, Tony, I'll tell you where you can't go, okay? So there's a link to Hammers Chat Discord in the description below. Do not go on there because sometimes people put links to illegal streams in there and that's illegal. So you cannot click on them. You should not click on them. But unfortunately, there's some scallywags posting links in there. Obviously, my advice is do not go in there, because you may see something, you might click on something by mistake, and you don't want to be doing that. So do everything you can to avoid the link. Do not go in the Discord link that's in the description below. You don't want to be doing that one. Paul and Roger are saying Bellamy is a great shout. Yeah, it's possibly one of my favourite ones that I've seen suggested so far, actually. I like that one. I like that one a lot. I'm a fan of Bellamy. Lee's right, though. He won't leave the Wales job. I don't think he'll leave the Wales job either. But we're talking about sort of ideals, aren't we? But dreams. And I guess that is one for me. Right then, kick-off 9 minutes away. I'm hoping that this is... Yeah, it's got the Wolves West Ham badge now. So I know I'm in the right place. It's showing a goal from something. Oh, it's Reading Wimbledon. They're currently playing. I don't think there's much of a crowd tonight at the Molineux. I seen earlier some Wolves fans saying that there's quite a lot of tickets available. Lincoln saying use Strikeout for your stream. I don't know what that is. I don't know what Strikeout is. Sorry. Hayden saying, glad you're continuing to watch alongs. Been enjoying this season's one as much as the human baby bell back in the day. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's people, to be honest with you, it's because of you lot. I've never wanted to do watch-alongs. I've never had a desire to do watch-alongs. I've always been a bit wary of doing them because I can... If you want... Like, I'm never going to jump up and down and throw stuff, right? I've never done it, right? The most I do when I'm watching a game we concede, I'll hit the cushion next to me, effing this and effing that, right? And likewise, if we score, I'll maybe celebrate like that and give it some effing and jeffing because we've scored. That's the most I do. But sometimes I see watch-alongs and people are running around and chucking stuff, and I think, well, that's just not me. Like, if that's what people want, I often feel like that's what's got to be there. Like, but that's why we had Charlie. That's why I had Nick and Northey, because Nick and Northey, because I knew they wouldn't do that. As just be yourself. That was the only advice I've ever given to people. Just be yourself. So I did the pre-season ones because there's no pressure. But because of people in the Lille game, for those that tuned in at the end of the Lille game, it was quite nice. It triggered something emotionally in me, that Lille game, because of, I don't know, life being a bit shit for me recently. And the live chat sort of gave me a bit of a cuddle after the Lille game. So I did them a deal, said I'll do the Sunderland one. Did the Sunderland one, the support was still immense. Done the Chelsea one, the support's continued. So for as long as people are rooting for me to do watch-alongs and supporting me, I'll keep doing them. I feel like I owe it to yous. And I've enjoyed them a little bit. I'm still out of my comfort zone, but hopefully with time I'll sort of get used to it a little bit. Because I can't afford to go to the football at the minute, so I'm not giving up going to the games. Whereas a couple of years ago, when I was going to the football, I would have had to give up going to the matches. But at the minute, I just can't afford to go to London, so I'm not really giving anything up. Fraser saying, it would be great to see us win, but in a way, I can't help think but going out tonight might do us a favour in the long run, gives us less games and a better chance of avoiding relegation. And avoiding relegation has to be top priority. Tony's just leaving a nice comment saying he enjoys Hammer's chat. Thank you. Kevin saying Bellamy would be chaos. I actually think he's quite calm as a manager. I've been very impressed how he comes across and how he speaks. When he was speaking to Dave, I think it was Dave on Sky Sports, and he said something about it. He basically tried to suggest that Wales isn't a bigger country as Spain or Germany. And I can't remember exactly how he worded it, but he worded it something like, "Oh, you're not as one of the smaller countries" or something. And Bellamy just said, "No, let me stop you there. We're not a small country." And Bellamy just defended the way that he defended Wales and the way his response, and it was just made me like fall in love with him a little bit as a manager. I find myself rooting for Wales because of Craig Bellamy, but I did really like Craig Bellamy as a West Ham player, though. I was gutted when he left West Ham. Brian saying horrible lineup. Surprised he doesn't put Areola and Hermansen in goal. We'd still concede 10 goals. And Benjamin saying you're not going to jump up and down if Ward Prowse finally scores a free kick. I might propose to my partner if I see it. Well, I'll do it just for you, Benjamin, so your partner can get... Does she want you to propose, I guess, or he? Does your partner want you to propose, Benjamin? If so, I'll jump up and down if Ward Prowse scores a free kick just so they can get their proposal for you. Quiz, thank you very much. £5 super chat saying a virtual cuddle. Thank you, appreciate you. My word, that's a half empty ground at the Molineux. Jesus. And half's been generous. No one's turned up for this one. That's the away end. Oh my goodness. There's no one there. The home end's just as bad. No one's turned up. Anyway, Jamie, thank you. He's been enjoying the watch-alongs, as is Graham. Graham saying Bellamy with Di Canio as his assistant would be chaos. It certainly would be a bit. I think he's scared a few people. David saying I'll be watching this watch-along as well as a game. I hope I can get the stream time in this thing. I'm watching it on Sky Go on my iPad, so I'll be a bit behind like the real time. I'm trying to move house, and if all goes well and I do move house, I'm hoping to get a TV in my office, but I can't get a TV in here because of the way the room's laid out, and it's only a rented property, so I'm not allowed to put a satellite dish on the outside the house. So I've had to, but at least if we move in November, December time, hopefully that can change and I'll be able to have a real-time stream behind my desk, so that'll be very helpful. Wonky, thank you very much. Saying the Carlsberg did watch-alongs. You're very kind. Pissed is probably the way to do the watch-alongs, actually. Dean saying Bellamy's an underrated individual. Proper bloke, gets the club as well one day. I hope so. I would like it a lot. I would definitely like it. Azad thinks I should jump up and down if Ward-Prowse passed it for her. I'm not doing that just in case. I'd get tired. I'm pretty unfit. At about 2 jumps, I'd be tired. James, thank you very much. And thank you for doing the watch-alongs. Loved them. DJ's first watch-along with myself. Myself and Gonzo, the thing is, we can be out of sync. Frankie was going to do it with me tonight. He offered, bless him. But we'll be at different times. So when we did the pre-season ones, I was ahead of him some games, and other games he was ahead of me, which is not the end of the world. But it's not good if only one person can tell you what's going on and the other one's a bit redundant. So we need to sort out the lack of sync. If we can get that sorted, we can then do 2 people at once going forward. But for now, you're just going to have to put up with me going solo. Right then. The teams are out. They're just doing the meaningless and pointless handshakes. Martin saying surprised at a lack of spectators. What has essentially been downgraded to an exhibition tournament with pre-arranged fixtures nowadays. Yes, I get it. Dean saying my biggest worry tonight is not the lineup, it's whether my tea's cooked on time for kick-off. And what are you having, Dean? What are you having for tea? Ben saying stream, it's on Sky Sports. If you're watching on Sky Sports, you can get involved on there. If you don't have Sky Sports, do not click on the Discord link below, because there may be illegal streams and that's illegal, and I'm just warning you, do not go in there as you may see something you don't want to see. Alright, kickoff should be a minute away. My big clock is ready. I'm hoping for a good performance from us tonight. If we can get a win, that'll be nice. And listen, at the end of the day, how a win impacts me and you could be different to the club. So we win. I appreciate anyone that says, oh, we win. It doesn't mean anything, blah, blah, blah. I get that. But it doesn't mean the players won't think like that. It doesn't mean that, if we won tonight and Bowen scored, he doesn't get his pecker up a little bit ahead of Sunday. If, let's just say, Juve gets an assist, and it's a good assist rather than what he did. I mean, he got an assist for Paqueta's goal, but he didn't do much, did he? But do you know what I mean? It doesn't mean the players don't come away from this thinking, oh, that was good, and they get a bit of a lift. I think they might get a bit of a lift. They might not, I'm not sure. But what I am sure of is if they lose, they'll be even more miserable than they were. And again, it's easier for fans. We'll still get upset about it. But it's easy for us to go, well, it's just a cup. We aren't going to do anything, blah, blah, blah. But I think actually for the players, it might sting a bit more. So I think it'll impact them more than us in both directions, if that makes sense. I could be wrong, but that's my expectation. Just for anyone asking where the game is, it's on Sky Sports. Hopefully that helps anyone in the UK. Jamie's got a couple of Bounty bars and a bottle of Dr. Pepper. Oh, they move quicker. They say, good choice, a Bounty bar. I'm one of the few that likes Bounties. That's why when it's... when it comes to Christmas time, I eat the bounties first because I know everyone else leaves them. So towards the end of the tub, it's dominated by bounties. I have free will. I've got no competition for the bounties ever. I like a bounty. Right then, let me just move my screen over here so I'm a little bit closer to you. Samuel Barrett is the referee. If anyone's interested, possibly not, probably not. West Ham are going to take kickoff. Bowen is going to take kickoff. Oh, my clock. Let me get my clock ready. Let me get into this first half. Let me get ready so we can get it in sync. We're ready to kick off any second now. And we're underway at the Molineux. Bowen goes all the way back to Alphonse Areola. My clock is underway. Live chat's underway. We're good. He's gone long, and the Hammers have a throw in, which El Hadji Malik Diouf will take. I'm just going to have a quick squiz and see if there's a surprise with the formation at all. However, early viewing appears not. Rodriguez has committed a foul already. He fouled Huang. Wolves have got a free kick just inside their half at the minute. Yeah, it just looks like a flat midfield three from West Ham. Souček, Rodriguez and Ward-Prowse. I was wondering if maybe Souček was perhaps going to be like a number 10 with Bowen and Paqueta central and further forward, but that appears not to be the case. It just looks like a 5-3-2, 3-5-2, depending on how you want to word it. Just a minute on the clock. Nothing's happened. A couple of throw-ins and nothing else at the minute. Zanussi, Wolves is not their strongest 11, but maybe reasonably strong. Certainly plenty of experienced players in their team. Arias did their sort of number 10 role tonight. Was their big money signing who came in to replace Cunha directly. Agabadu's playing, who's their better defender. Andre was benched at the weekend, but I still think he's one of the better two central midfielders. He's back into the team. And even the players they brought in on rotation, likes of Huang, they're still very experienced players. But it's definitely a rotated Wolves side, just as it is West Ham. But saying that, we haven't rotated that many. We're just playing around at the back at a minute. Aguirre's got it. He's giving it to Diouf. He's giving it to Rodriguez, who was asleep there, Rodriguez. But Mavropanos has won it back well, but it's fallen to Huang. Ward-Prowse has picked it up and will clear. Rodriguez was just a little bit half asleep. Wasn't the best pass in the world from Diouf. I think you're going to play that pass. It was just on the edge of our box. I think you're going to do that. You've got to play it with a bit of tempo, a bit of something so it goes straight to your teammate's feet. He left it a little bit there, and Rodriguez just looked around at the worst possible time, but we got out of it. Just warning sign though. Wolves' turn to just play it around at the back. Now Todibo has fouled Bueno. Just getting a bit of advice from the referee, just chill out, I think, there, Todibo. He was a bit late. He's got a white strap on his nose today. He's went for black the last couple of games. He's gone back to the white one. Anyway, Wolves are going to take this free kick just inside their half, and they've sent everyone up. They're going to... Looks like they're going to go direct and long for this one. They're not hanging around. There's Lopez standing over it. Still standing over it. And it comes from the left-hand side, and it's a free kick to West Ham. Agabadu with the foul. Yeah, there was a nudge by him on Mavropanos there, actually. At first, I thought it was maybe a bit soft, but watching the replay now, I can see why the ref's given that. Areola with a new hairstyle. He's got braided hair in 2 ponytails. We worked this well from the goal kick down the right-hand side. Walker Peters, Bowen, Paqueta to Rodriguez, out to Gerd, who didn't even give it out to Juve. He's gone back to Rodriguez to Todibo, back to Walker Peters on the right. He's giving it to Bowen, who had a bit of space there, actually, Bowen. I don't think either realised how much space he had behind him. 5 minutes in, bit of a scruffy start from both teams, actually. Not any real composure or chances. That's a great ball by Walker Peters toward Prowse here. Not the best ball into the box, and Paqueta's likely conceded a foul there. He has done. That was a good ball by Walker Peters, actually. Ward Prowse actually made quite a good run in behind the Wolves midfield, and no one really picked him up. No one really tracked him. Then he put a bit of a tame ball into the box. He wasn't really aiming for anyone. I think he just sort of put it into the box, hoping something Paqueta would get there, but he was never really getting there. But it was a really good run from Ward Prowse, actually. Good ball by Walker Peters. I like that pass. More of that, please, Kyle. Moscada's just got it, and sort of a right back position now for Wolves. Paqueta's putting a bit of pressure on him. Look for Bellegarde, overhit, and Agard gives it to Souček. It's gone out to Juve. Back to Paqueta. Bowen's made a run. Paqueta's seen it, tried to find him, but he's just overhit it. But Bowen's prevented it from going out for a goal kick. But he's done well there, actually. Agbadu done well to get out of that little spot he was in, and Wolves have got a throw in down in the right corner flag. There you go. There you go. For anyone looking, it's on Sky Sports Plus. Mike's saying it's on the main event. I'm on Sky Go, and when I went, it was just there on one of the channels. I don't have to look far for it. It says Sky Sports Plus on my camera. I don't know if that helps. Hammers GBU saying go to Sky Sports and right at the bottom. That's where you'll find the game. Right then, come on. Let's get something injected into this game. Paqueta just got nudged off the ball there by Bueno. Now the other Bueno comes away with it, but Rodriguez snuffs out the pass to Huang and prevents it from going out for a corner, and it's a throw into Wolves. He did well there, Rodriguez, all things considered. Wolves have just gone backwards and they're playing it along the halfway line at the minute. West Ham are just sitting off a little bit. Happy to let Wolves have the ball here. It's quite easy, like when they're in this part of the pitch. Agbadu's had the ball on a couple of occasions. He just came forward there, and there was no one really pressing him. And he didn't need to try and play it, but he did, and he went straight through to Areola, who's just booted it out for a throw-in. Also under no pressure. He just can't kick to his left, Areola. I've always said it, and I always will say it. When he's kicking to his right, he's all right, but when he's got to go across his body to his left, for some reason, he's just not great at it. Anyway, Wolves have gone back to a patient build-up with from the throw-in. As you can see, the stats on your screen now, 0 shots from both teams. Just under 10 minutes in. Wolves have got another throw-in down in our left-hand side. Bueno out to Bueno. Giving it to Felix. His Ward Prowse looked like he was going to nick it. Didn't get there, but Souček's picked up the loose ball. He looked for Juve. He was well marked. He's given it to Paqueta. Giving it to Ward Prowse. West Ham are getting their bodies forward in numbers here. Ward-Prowse is going to back to Paqueta. We've gone backwards there. There's maybe a bit of a small chance to try and do something, but it's perhaps a bit difficult to try and work something off the back of it. But anyway, we've still got the ball though. Ward-Prowse is now looking up. There's no options, so he's gone back to Todibo. Wolves are starting to just squeeze us a little bit here, but then they gave it to Ariel and they backed right off. I think if they kept pressing, they might have been able to just cause a little bit of panic at the back there. Two cagey teams so far for the first 10 minutes. Not the most entertaining game. Two teams, I think, maybe just trying to avoid making any mistakes. Both of them happy to play around at the back. Todibo with an excellent ball into Bowen there. I mean, that should be a free kick. How the referee isn't giving that, I don't know. It was a little touch by Bueno, but it's enough to put you off. Anyone that's played football knows that when you run, if someone just touches you, it's enough to just slow you down or throw you off. But Bowen tried to play on. He was well tackled. And then Walker Peters picked up the loose ball and got fouled by Wang. So we've got a throw in just on the halfway line out on the far right-hand side. I just want to say thank you to Andy, who said, considering it's a game it's difficult to get excited about, it's nice to be following it with Hammer's chat. Thank you. No, thank you, Andy. Thank you. Thank you to all of you for tuning in. I appreciate it. If you all didn't tune in, I wouldn't do the video. So thank you. Aviola with a decent ball out to Agerd because Arias was closing him down, and that is the guy that was in Agerd's space, which allowed him to dribble forward with it, but his pass to Ward-Prowse was not good. It's been intercepted by Wolves, and now they've got a bit of a chance to spring a bit of a counter-attack. It's been well snuffed out there by Agerd. Rodriguez has picked up, and he's given it to Paqueta, to Ward-Prowse, out to Walker Peters. Not the best pass in the world. And now Walker Peters is on the stretch and has committed a foul. Just a bit sloppy, really. That's what that was from Ward-Prowse. It was an easy pass. He shouldn't really be getting that one wrong. He was under no pressure. Loads of time. Simple enough pass, and he got it wrong. Put Walker Peters under pressure. He kept it in on the stretch, but doing so, lost control of the ball. And he brought down Bueno. If he didn't get booked, I think he can consider himself a little bit lucky, Walker Peters. I'd have liked to have seen a booking for that if it was the opposition. Anyway, free kick from Wolves out on the left-hand side. They're going to send this one in towards the box again. Felix is standing over it once more. And it comes. Well, crikey. I think it was Mosquera got his head on it a couple of times, but we managed to block it a little bit, and then there was a foul there. But Mosquera won that in the air. Mavpanos just got caught under it. Todibo didn't get near it. Mosquera was in between the two and got his head on it. It was a terrible header, actually, and then it was blocked, and then there was another terrible header, and then Bueno fouled someone. Souček's just been bundled over, but the referee said no foul and to play on. Here they come. Arias, and that's good play there. Rodriguez clears it and gets crunched by Mosquera. There's been a couple of fouls, I would say, are on the verge of yellow cards, but I think the referee's just trying to let them go a little bit here early on. He just let Walker Peters off with one. He's just let Mosquera off with that one. It was a bit late. Rodriguez cleared it, and then he sort of clattered into him a little bit. But it's a free kick to West Ham just in our own box. Nothing to get excited about. 13.5 minutes on the clock. Essex bricks, sorry. Late on parade, just finished work. How are we looking so far? Well, first of all, thank you for your support. And the comment literally above yours from Jackie said we're boring. Both teams are boring. To I would add context. Essex, neither team are great. There's not been... It says Wolves have had a shot. I don't know if they have. I guess that header from Mosquera maybe is classed as a shot, but it feels like there's been 0 shots from either team. It's been sloppy from both teams. Ward-Prowse made a good run. but the cross was underwhelming. That's about it. Anyway, Wolves have got possession just outside the box here. Agabadu gave it to Mosquera, who's just coming forward. There's no pressure on him. Bowen's traipsing towards them, but it's a bit pointless, really. Agabadu goes long to Bueno, who can't get it under control. We've got a throw in. Walker Peters takes it quickly to Paqueta, who goes back to Agard. We're now playing it around at the back. Possession's just on my screen here, which is slightly different to what Opta stats are saying, which is 49%, 51%, but the stats on the screen there is 48-52. But they both tell you the same thing, which is not much between the two teams. For anyone asking where you watch it, in England it's on Sky Sports. For overseas, I'm unsure, but we've got it on Sky Sports in the UK. Wolves' turn to play it around the back three. I tell you what, the passing stats from the 6 centre backs today will be really good and really high. They're getting plenty of the ball, unchallenged. I mean, this just sums it up. Johnson had the ball and he just hoofed it down the pitch to Areola. Guys, I appreciate I'm behind. I don't know what you want me to do about it. Never understood anyone that points it out. I don't get what you want me to do. But there's also a delay between what I say and what you hear. There's maybe about a 15-second delay on that as well. Anyway, Jared Bowen went close. He was offside though. Sort of was half through on one-on-one, but it went wide. But he was offside. Flag was up. Stephen saying it's on the zone in Canada. Right then, hopefully something can happen. At the minute, the Wolves keeper's just played out to Mosquera of Wolves, who's giving it back to Agabadu of Wolves, who goes, oh, is he going to go out to the other centre-back? Whoa. Oh, he's gone back to Mosquera. Whoa. Oh, he's gone into midfield. Bellegarde's touched the ball for possibly the first time this game. Oh, it's gone back to Mosquera. Is he going to go? Yay! He's gone back to Agabadu. Is he going to go to Bueno? Yay! The other centre-back's got the ball. Is he going to go forward? He has as well, actually. He's gone into Felix. Bueno's got it. He's gone back to the other Bueno. Aye! Back to Agabadu. Is he going to go to Mosquera? No, he's come out to the left wing back. He's stuck. Back to the centre-back. Bueno. Back to Agabadu. Is Mosquera going to get it? Oh, it's Sam Johnson. He's involved in the goalkeeper. Way out to Mosquera now. Centre-back to centre-back to centre-back to centre-back to goalkeeper to centre-back. And Sam Johnson's hoofed it down the middle of the pitch. Tadebo's flicked it to Mavropanos. Brings it down and gives it to Gerd. Here we go. Oh, he's hoofed it forward to Mosquera. Here we go. The goalkeeper's got it. Is he going to give it to Agabadu? Way! Yes, he does. Is he going to give it to Bueno? Or Mosquera? Which centre-back? He goes to Bueno. There we go. He's come forward with it. We've won it back here. And we've given it away. Never mind. That was fun for about 1 second. Andre's gone into Felix, who's gone back to Agabadu. We're just watching Wolves centre-backs pass it around until we finally press, and one of them just hoofs it forward. Anyway, Agabadu's got it. Now Bueno's got it. I wonder where he's going to go. Oh, he's gone to the other Bueno. Oh, he's a quick pass into Huang. And he's put out for throw-in. This is terrible. This is terrible. Both teams are terrible. My God. Anyway. It's our centre-back's turn to have the ball. Oh, he's giving it away. Rodriguez has won it. Bellegarde wins it off him. Goes to Bueno, back to Bellegarde. Walker Peters puts a tackle in. Tadebo puts a tackle in. Bowen brings it down. He's got 3 Wolves players around him, and it's a throw-in for Wolves. Oh, they took the throw-in and gone back to Agbadu, who's gone out to Mosquera. Who's gone out to Gomez? Felix. He's got a bit of space here, actually. He is running at our midfield. Good one by Bellegarde. He didn't see it. He's come out to the left of Bueno. Wolves have got a little bit more vava-voom about them here. It's been cleared out, I think, by Mavropanos. Mosquera's got it. Now he's gone back to Agbadu, who's gone back out to Bueno. The centre-backs are doing their passing again. Now the other Bueno. Anyone tuning in must think Bueno's got the ball loads, but there's 2 of them. Bueno. Andre goes with a cross. Rodriguez flicks it. Souček flicks it away. Paqueta will pick it up and looks for Juf, but gets deflected, and it's out for a throw-in. I wonder if we're going to go back to a centre-back. Yes, we do. It goes back to Gerd. Gives it back to Paqueta. Lovely ball by Paqueta into Souček, who's couldn't quite get it to Juf. Mosquera's got it. Oh, he's gone back to Agbadu. Wonder if he's going to go to Bueno. Yes, he does. Maybe he's going to go back to Agbadu. Yeah. Mosquera. Whoa. Oh my God, he's gone long. He's mixing it up. Tadebo clears it. The other Bueno, not the centre-back, picks it up. Huang's got it. He does a bit of skill, but there's no one anywhere near him, so it was a bit pointless. But he's gone back now to Bueno. Agbadu's fuming. It's been about 30 seconds since he last touched the ball, and there must be a rule at Wolves that he must touch the ball every 30 seconds. Great interception by Mavropanos, and he's ran off down the pitch. Paqueta's got it. He's looked for Bowen. Mavropanos is currently our most advanced player. And we've gone backwards, much to Mavropanos' disappointment, who turned into Zlatan there. Anyway, ball into Paqueta, who's put out to Souček. Let's go back to Juf. We've got a little bit of space here. We can do something. Rodriguez has got it now. Paqueta's constantly on the move. I'll give him that. Rodriguez has gone long for Walker Peters. He's got Bowen in support. Little 1-2. Trying to create an angle for themselves. Good passing there between Tadebo and Rodriguez and Walker Peters. Ward-Prowse has gone back to Tadebo. We've strung about 10 passes together here. I'm excited. Come on then. Let's do this. Juf. Souček's made the run, but it's out for a throw-in. It goes straight to penalties if it's a draw. Ionic saying the adverts are better. There shouldn't be adverts. Have you got adverts? There shouldn't be any. I turned them off. You should get one when you click on the stream. You bloody get one. Better get one. That's like £5 in total. But you shouldn't have any during the stream. Let me know if you've got one so I can just find out why. Anyway, put the ball in. Bones flicked it down, but no one really read it. Can't tell no one read it. It was a bad header. Possibly both. Anyway, Huang's got it. Tadeba's putting pressure on him. It's surely a free kick to Wolves, but well, Ward-Prowse fouls him just to make sure. But the referee did try play advantage. Mark's got no adverts. But Seeger says he's had. You shouldn't have any. Dean's not got any. I've turned them off. Dan's not got any. Rancid hasn't had any. Seeger, how the hell have you got one, but no one else really has? I've turned them off. You shouldn't have any when you're in. You should get one when you come on, which is when you click on it, advert. But once you're in, you should not have any. I've turned them off. Because of people that have done the super chats in the previous game, and thanks to those that have done them today, there won't be any adverts for the Nottingham Forest watch along either. So there's enough people saying there's no adverts. I'm hoping that that's the case. Anyway, back to the action. Let me tell you what's going on here. Kyle Walker-Peters is hugging Bueno. Wolves have got a throw in. Anne said they wish there were adverts. Anyway. Dre saying, wouldn't mind ads as long as you get a bit extra cash. Honestly, thank you. But I think it's better for doing these live ones. I think not No adverts is better because it's something you need to watch live, isn't it? If you miss 10, 15 seconds, you might miss the goal. Dan, I don't need to turn on adverts. The super chats have paid for it, so thanks to the people, I don't need to have them on. But thank you anyway. And James said thank you for the watch along for the old age pensioners that cannot afford Sky. No problem. I kind of enjoy them a little bit. Don't tell anyone though. Anyway. We've got the ball here. Bowen's got inside the box. Gives it to Souček. Souček! Oh! Piss. Saved. Johnson. Oh, I thought we were going to do a goal. Piss. I missed it. It's too busy interacting with you lot. Paqueta! Oh, wide. Well, that was good hold-up play by Jared Bowen. I seen that bit. I seen that bit there, which was Bowen was holding the ball. Let me get the full replay. So Paqueta played a lovely ball into Bowen. Brought it down. Held it up against Bueno. Laid it off to Souček. Not the best layoff. Did well to work onto his right foot and just tried to put in that corner. A hard one for Souček. The ball was under his feet. He didn't have a proper swing at it. He did well to get away from Ankabadu, Souček, and just give himself half a yard. All he could do is just try and guide it, and it wasn't quite pinpoint corner, but he did well with a difficult chance there, Souček. Good enough save by Johnson. Good play by West Ham, actually. What? Someone saying Romano's speaking. Let's have a look at this. We'll do this while we're here. So we've got Ben Jacobs, who's been a really reliable journalist in the summer, in my opinion, said West Ham have reignited interest in John Victor in a surprise move, trying to get a loan with a buy option. Let me see what Fabrizio is saying. I'll get back to the game in a second. Sources playing... here we go. He's playing it down. Fabrizio Romano saying sources playing down reports of Andre Onana joining West Ham on loan from Man U. No talks. Okay, so Romano's saying we don't want Onana, but Ben Jacobs is saying we want John Victor. Interesting. All right, anyway, we're playing around at the back again. To Debo, to Mavropanos, to Neifagerd, into Paqueta. Ward-Prowse made a good run. Bowen's made a run. Paqueta's found Bowen! So saved by Johnson. Jiff's got it. We're still on the chat. He's giving it to Bowen. Souček's trying to get in the box. Bowen's in the box. Souček's got it now. Souček comes out to Rodriguez. Looks for Paqueta. It's crowded out. Bellegarde's got it. Agerd sweeping well. Wins it well. Tadebo's got it now. I like the last 2 minutes. We've done well. Come on. We're building a bit of momentum here. Bowen's on the move. Paqueta's looking good. Walker Peters is giving it to Paqueta. Andre's taking it off him though. Ward-Prowse has tried to foul him but didn't manage. Bellegarde under pressure now. He's wiggled away from Walker Peters with a very stupid long ball from Bellegarde, and that goes through to Areola. That was a couple of promising moves there from West Ham, both involving Bowen making a run behind the defence and Paqueta finding him. Just watching the replay here, just as Bowen goes to pull the trigger, Agabadu just leans into him a little bit. It's good defending, possibly just to push him off the ball a bit. Quite a wide angle from Bowen, and then a fair bit of distance as well. Good goalkeeping by Johnson, closed down the angle very well. But anyway, good player by West Ham for the last couple of minutes. Right, Souček, bad ball. Bueno's giving it to Bellegarde, who's got away from Souček really easily. But Aguirre's going to close him down. He's gone to Gomez, he's gone to Felix, he's cutting in on his left foot here. Rodriguez is doing well. Bueno's got it out to Arias, who's one-on-one with Walker Peters, who has a shot, but it's easily saved by Areola. Shot from the corner of the box as well. It was a bit of a selfish place to shoot from. You're gonna have to. It needs to be a worldie, or you ain't scoring, and it wasn't. So Areola gathered it up easily. Guys, thank you for £2 super chat and the support. Guys saying this feels a bit like the first half against Sunderland. I can understand that. Ray, do we think Potter's going to fail at West Ham? Will he pull some wins after transfers are done? We'll deal with that later on or at half time. And Creamies, here's some more watch longs for these pensioners. Thank you. Appreciate that. Well, Souček's offside, and the flag's finally gone up. What do I think about the goalkeeper situation? I don't think you can bin off Hermansen. I think if we are going to get in another goalkeeper, I feel like it's Areola that's possibly leaving. I'll tell you what I don't want is to have Areola, Hermansen and a other goalkeeper like John. We can't have that. Club can't plead poverty and then go have 3 like first team goalkeepers on the books. And I know we've got Fodringham, but you know what I mean. I feel like it would be Areola that's departing, but I don't know. Wolves just playing around here. Felix has picked up a good pocket of space here. He's coming forward. He's giving it back to Andre. Rodriguez has gone out to meet him just to slow it down a bit. Mosquera's joined in here. He's found Felix, but Bowen's nipped in and intercepted it. Giving it to Rodriguez, who's been fouled here, but the referee's said no. But Gerard's given it out to Jiff, who just keeps it in. The referee's now saying it's played advantage. I think it would have been better for us to have had the free kick, but he's giving that free kick because he kind of had to. He's getting hugged. Anyway, right. Rodriguez picks the ball up. He's giving it toward Prowse out on the right-hand side. Back to Todibo. Back to Mavropanos. He's gone out to Gerd. Back to Mavropanos. Gone to Walker Peters. He's cut inside of Huang, giving it to Rodriguez. Juice and acres of space. Rodriguez is looking for him. Just not enough on the long field cross ball, which is the story of Juif's career at West Ham, really, in it so far. In space, but the long pass just isn't on and it's intercepted. But anyway, we're building up from the back again with Mavropanos and Rodriguez. Wolves are sitting off us. There's no press from Wolves at all. Long ball from Mavropanos looking for Walker Peters, who's beaten in there by Bueno, but arguably that's what Walker Peters wanted because we've now got a throw in halfway in their half. He's taking it quickly toward Prowse. Bowen's over there. And Walker Peters has passed to where Prowse was intercepted and it's been cleared, but Mavropanos wins it and it's a throw into Wolves just inside their own half down their left-hand side, our right-hand side. 32 minutes on the clock. Very little to speak about. Lewis saying you can see both these sides are crap and struggling. I agree. It's half of football. Dan saying this is like Sunday League. Stick your 2 best players up top. You can tell it's 2 poor Premier League teams that have lost both their games so far, and they're fielding players that perhaps aren't even first choice at said clubs. They're going back to their centre-backs, that old routine. Agabadu has the ball. Mosquera is available. Mosquera receives the ball. Agabadu is available and receives the ball. Bueno now receives the ball. It's gone out to Bellegarde. Agabadu is marked by Paqueta. Ward-Prowse is hassling him. He's gone back to Bueno. Paqueta's, if he was on Agabadu, it would have prevented that pass, but he did it. And they've sort of beat our press a little bit here. It's a ball for Bueno, but a really good turn of pace by Mavropanos. And he covered for Todibo really well there. Just cutting out that pass and getting back to Areola very safely. And he's given it out to a good defending by Mavropanos. We've got a free kick here. Rodriguez has been studded. My Bellegarde. Nothing bad in it. One of them that both players go for the ball, and one of them gets there half a second before the other one. So when the second player gets there, he ends up coming down on top of the other player's foot. A sore one, nonetheless. Anyway, Ariel is going to take this free kick. Wolves are complaining about time wasting. Yes, just for anyone in the live chat, Leon and others, it does go to penalties. There is no extra time to encourage teams to take the Carabao Cup more seriously. Ariola goes long, looking for Juve, who flicks it back to Agerd. Gives it to Paqueta, good little pass out to Juve. Souček's made the move. He was blocked, but Juve's picked up again. Giving it 1-2 with Paqueta. Oh, Mosquera's got a bit of an issue with Juve there. So Juve went down, and it looked a bit like Mosquera got a little bit of something on him. The referee said no, and Mosquera went and stood over Juve immediately to suggest that he died, but Juve didn't really claim for anything. He just got up and got on with it. But anyway, it's been cleared, and we've got it in our defence now. And Aguirre's going for the long ball over the top to Juve, who's against Mosquera. But Johnson comes out and heads it, but the flag's got up against Juve, and it's offside, and it should be a free kick for Wolves. We'll get a replay of what just happened on Juve now, surely. Perhaps we won't. Don't worry about it. Sky Sport didn't want to see it anyway. That's all right. I'd rather have a close-up of Paqueta running around as well. Thank you. We're not getting to see a replay. Don't know if he was tripped. Right then, Bellegarde's got it on the halfway line. And he goes back to Bueno. Ooh, Agabadu was available and he didn't give it to him. Fuming. He's got again to. He can redeem himself. Oh, he goes to Sam Johnson. Twice now he didn't give it to Agabadu. Johnson pretended to. He dummied Bowen. Don't worry, Jared. I thought he was going to pass it there as well. Goes long. Tadibo wins it. This is the most headers I've ever seen Tadibo win in a game. Granted, most of them are unchallenged, but it's progress, right? Ooh, dodgy pass by Johnson. He just got away with that one there. Bowen's hassling Agabadu here. Oh, it's a... played it right across the face of goal to Mosquera, and Ward-Prowse didn't really read it, unfortunately. Otherwise, he might have just had a tap-in. Wolves played it risky and got away with it. Anyway, Bowen's conceded a free kick just inside Wolves' half. Oh, we'll get to see a replay of this, will we? Oh, the needless foul, but we won't get to see a replay of Juve. They come down the right here. Oh my goodness, what happened there? Rapid man, Gomez, just came running down the right. Someone played him in. I don't know who, because I was watching a replay of Bowen get hacking down Andre. And it was well defended in the end. Agerd. Great defending by Agerd. Juve got beat by pace there. Corner, who is Mr. Reliable when it comes to Hammers chat, said Steinberg is saying Magassa deal is now done. So it looks like we will have a new signing. I bet he's buzzing to play alongside James Ward-Prowse. Hope he says that in his interview when he arrives. I grew up a big fan of James Ward-Prowse. As a defensive midfielder, I will receive the ball from him loads. Anyway, they've got a corner. In it comes. Headed up in the air by Mavropanos. It's bouncing around in our box. Bowen's got it. Good tackle by Bueno. Bowen with a good tackle on Arias. He's still got it. He's taking on Bueno. He's found Paqueta, who looked for Souček, who's wiggled out of that one. A couple of players have gone down. The referee's not having it, and he's played on. Rodriguez has got it now. He's gone down. That was definitely a foul. Just scrappy. It's been scrappy from the start, to be honest with you. There's not much confidence. There's not much composure. Both teams are just... I remember when I got my Xbox 360 and I had to put my Wi-Fi adapter in. And that was my first time. That's the first time I got to play FIFA online. It's a bit like that. You push the button, and about a second later, the player does something. That's what's happening here. There's like a second delay between going to do something and doing something. Oh my goodness! Aguirre's just dribbled past Felix and backheeled it into him. Anyway, Wolves have come forward. Mavpanos has snuffed it out and done really well. He's having a good game, Mavpanos. Juif's lost the ball. Tried to drag the ball back and forgot the ball. I'm telling you, it's a bit like that 1 second lag. Little 1-2 with Wolves down the left here. No Mbomo, just Bueno's got it. He's put it into the box and Rodriguez has cleared it out, who is also having a good game, and it's a throw-in for Wolves. "40 minutes on the clock. They've got a throw-in down on the left-hand side. Bueno will take. "1-2 with Reyes. Slips it into Bellegarde. Who's, for fuck's sake, man. He's skinned Rodriguez. He's brought him down. It's a pen. It looks like a pen. He got completely done. Rodriguez, I thought he was having a good game up until now, but he's just... Bellegarde just sent him back to Argentina there. It's just that slow motion thing again. Reacted about a second too late. Watching the replay here. Can't tell there's contact. You assume there is, but... yeah, there is. Stonewall pen. Yeah. Bellegarde just dropped his shoulder, went the other way. Just the most old-fashioned trick in the book, and it was Rodriguez was just fell for it, too slow. Pen, which Wang's going to take, and you can only assume he's... Ariola's not bad at pens, to be fair. He won us the Boyle Sports Cup. Can he keep us in the game of the Carabao Cup? Come on, Alphonse. Do it for the haircut. He's got nice boots. Ariola. Anyway, Wang with the pen. Come on. Oh, he's hit the post! Oh. Scored the replay. The rebound. Pessinel. He missed the pen, but it's pung right back out to... don't know who it is it Gomez? I want to say it's Gomez. And it was quite a neat finish from him, considering the pace on the ball. Fucking hell, man. Oh, Ariel, I feel a bit sorry for him. So he goes the wrong way. But then it sort of hit right at him, but he's just getting back to his feet, so his body's all over the place, Ariola's. I'm not going to blame him, that would be a bit harsh. He's just diving up. It's a great finish by Gomez, but I hate it when the other team's able to beat your player to the ball in the box. How's he got there? Why has he not been blocked? Fuck's sake, we're a goal down. It was a crap game. We're losing a game in which both teams are crap. That's how crap we are. It's not even like they've been good. They've been crap and they're still winning. The guy that we're trying to flog has conceded a penalty. Well, that's it, isn't it? Because what we're going to do, we've got 3 strikers on the bench, but you've got to have confidence in the manager changing it. Got a good chance here, actually. Bowen's done a lovely pass to Walker Peters. He's gone back to Ward Prowse. Souček's in the box. Ward Prowse is looking for Paqueta. Oh. quite far wide, about a yard wide in the end. He was on a penalty spot. Difficult header to make. But this is where, like, arguably it's a bad cross from Ward-Prowse because his target should be Souček. Souček's up against Gomez at the back post. Gomez is up to the Souček's shoulder. There's a foot difference. Oh, fucking... Oh. He's got to make changes at half-time. The Wolves are... We are crap, but Wolves are also crap. Mavropanos has won the header again. West Ham, who can't head the ball in the first 2 games, now has a centre-back who was statistically the best in the air last season at West Ham. Unsurprisingly, winning the headers for West Ham. What's going on here? Everyone's just diving now. Probably trying to get suspended so they don't have to play the next game. Well, we've got 90 seconds. If you don't mind, I'm going to have the other half of my Kit Kat. It's been sat there for, I don't know, since we went live an hour ago. 2 hours ago we went live. It's been sat there since then. I'm going to eat it now. So apologies if you hear me crunching. But this is my snack. I'm going to have a nice finger on camera. That's free, by the way. Don't get that anywhere else, do you? Watching the host have a finger on camera. Mavropanos has cleared it and got tripped by Wang. Raf loves a Kit Kat. Underrated, aren't they? Kit Kats. Underrated. Tell it's hot in here. Look how melted it is. Anyway. I enjoyed that finger. No, it's not dark chocolate. I'm not a terrorist. Milk chocolate. What do you take me for? What kind of terrorist do you think I am? No. That was nice. Leon, I don't know how to explain it. I have no evidence. It's possibly just the same. I have a theory. I mean, Kit Kat Chunky is incredible, Jordan, but I feel like it'd be a bit unfair to make you all watch me eat a Kit Kat Chunky, right? But Leon, my theory is that the 2-finger Kit Kats are better than the 4-finger Kit Kats. I have no evidence. I don't know how to describe it. I just feel like the two fingers are better. It's half time, thank fuck, that's over. Only 45 minutes of this to sit through. Right, let's have a little look at see what you're all saying. Before I do that, let me sort out my big clock. Submit half time. There you go. Bradley said it's dull. I'm hoping he's referring to the match. He could be referring to me eating a Kit Kat. Quiz says get Marshall and Wilson on. Country wants Chunky. Hey, I'm here. Chunky's here. I'm here. Chunky Creswell is here. And Gaza saying Whetstone said he's not got 2 games. He's got the usual 6. Yeah, I don't think anyone has said he's got 2. I think I've already explained when we put in the title, it was Frankie's opinion, not that anything had been leaked. But if you watched the video, we didn't say anyone's claiming he's only got 2 games to go or anything like that. Lewis saying, unbelievably, Graham Potter might not ever win again with his last win coming in the previous season. Well, is it really unbelievable? John saying it's a load of rubbish. Again, could be talking about the game. Could be talking about me eating a Kit Kat on the stream. Colin says Potter looks like he knows what he's doing. Essex is saying, would say bring on the young players. No real baggage connected to them. And hopefully got the attitude to ram it down Potter. Why they haven't started. Well, listen, he's got nothing to lose, has he? We're halfway out, so we might as well try something. Fraser saying it's poor from us. Wolves are bad. We are uninspiring. And Andrew saying our best players, Mavropanos. Oh, no, Max. Who are you referring to then? Best player so far is Max. I just assume you meant Mav. Maybe you did mean Mav. I don't want to put words in your mouth, so I'll let you clarify. I assume you meant Mav Panos, because that's who I think's been our best player so far. Bradley said he's referring to the match. Pleased to see he's a fan of me having a finger on the camera. Lewis is jealous watching the high-octane football on show at Newcastle last night. Football can be fun. Matt saying Graham Bailey for 2 games. Okay. Now I get where it's come from. Jack saying Mavropanos is the best player. If you don't laugh, you'll cry. First, Rodriguez being slow that he cleared out Souček, and then that goal, dearie me. Mike saying, is this the first game that I have no feelings whether we win or lose? So boring. Chunky Kit Kat and Maltesers, by the way. Ramsey saying 4-3-3, please, Potter. Isn't it obvious that this is the best formation, at least in the Premier League? PC says, I feel like my footballing knowledge is of a high calibre than Potter by playing FIFA, Football Manager, the new FIFA, and watching my videos on YouTube. I mean, I wouldn't recommend that to anyone. I'm going to do a video tomorrow about a load of players that we could sign on loan that everyone's going to tell me I'm deluded for saying that we could sign them. I'm here for it. Peter saying, doesn't matter what sub he makes, next starting lineup will be the usual suspects. Yeah, that's just it, isn't it? Gordon saying, tired and jaded team, they look clueless and way too passive. Please, Potter, change the formation and get actual strikers on it. Yeah, he's got to make changes. Liam saying, it's definitely far from optimistic, but I feel like really we just need to swap Irving or Ward-Prowse out and I think we'd get better. I mean, we would, wouldn't we? We'd take out Ward-Prowse and put in one of the 3 strikers. I like to think we'd improve. Sometimes, I'll get into the second. Before I do that, I'm just waiting for the thing. Bloody hell, 1,900 of you tuning in. Thank you so much. I can't believe 1,900 of you have just watched me eat a Kit Kat, but I appreciate it. And please do subscribe. Please subscribe. We'll get 46,000 subscribers. That could be nice for Hammer's chat tonight. Look, what are we on now? We're on 45,807. So there's 200 of you watching live that's not subscribed and do subscribe. We'll hit 46,000 subscribers on the live stream tonight. That would be nice. So please do subscribe and also drop a like on the video as well. We could get 1,000 likes. That would be incredible. What I will say is it's almost difficult to not improve. No matter what subs he makes, surely we would improve. Go to 4 at the back. Wolves have shown in the first half we don't need... Jeffrey saying, who's the sweaty sock? G-O. My name is G-O. G-E-O. There's only 3 letters, so I'm hoping you'll understand. George divided by 2. The first half, B. G-O. Right. And I like Kit Kats. And I'm chunky. Anyway. No matter what he does, surely we improve. Wolves have shown enough, or Wolves have shown so little in the first half that we don't need 3 centre-backs. They're pretty much redundant defensively. Get someone off. Personally, I would take off Todibo. I don't think he's had a bad half. I just think he's been unnecessary. I don't think he's required. I think Walker-Peters is looking all right. Leave him where he is as a right back. Mavropanos is looking good. Agerd's been okay. Juve, I'm a bit unsure of, but if he can do it against Wolves' second choice right-sided, we've got a problem, right? So leave him on for now, is what I would say, or put him forward. In midfield, make a change there. Rodriguez or Ward-Prowse. Do you know what? Go bold. I would love it. Go bold. Get them both off. Start the second half. This is what I would do. Start the second half. Will I try do a tactics board? Will I try do it live on stream? What could go wrong? Shall we do a tactics board? Let's see if I can do it now. We could really fuck this stream up. 1,900 people of you watching. Everything could go wrong. What we're saying, will we give it a go? I think we might have to. I know what everyone's answer is going to be, but I'll have a look. Everyone's saying yep. Right. Here we go. This is what Potter should do. Potter, grow some balls. Go big or go home. That's what I'm away to do. I'm getting my balls and I'm going to try this live on YouTube. It's either going to work and it'll look okay, it'll look average, or it's going to not work and I'm going to look stupid. I'm going to try it. Here we go. Look at that! I've got my board. Right, ignore the players. Let's get them all off the pitch. Let's get them off, every single one of them off the pitch. You can stay on the pitch. You're coming off the pitch. Oh, no. Oh, I broke it. I broke it now. I fixed it again. You can stay on the pitch. You're not getting on the pitch. You can stay on. You can stay on. You can stay on. So there you go. You're not on. So who we got on the bench? We need a Jared Bowen. We need an Areola. Who else we got? Potts. We'll have a bit of him. A bit of Marshall. Yeah, why not? We're going to have a Gerd at the back. He's already on the pitch. So let's work this out. Bowen on the right. Areola in goal. Walker-Peters at right back. Mavpanos and the Gerd. We'll leave Juffy over here for now. I'm not sure where I want him yet. Paqueta's going there. Bowen's going there. No, do you know what I'm going? I'm going Juffy left back. I don't know why I called him Juffy. Probably because I'm nervous about using this board live on YouTube. Is it even working? Let me check the live chat. Is it working, chat? Can you see the tactics board? Right. Steve, I can say it's Scottish if you want. Boz. There you go. Boz. I just try and lessen the Scottish for when I do YouTube videos. Good pair of boxers. Ball bags. Right then. Let's get back to the tactics board. So I want Marshall on the left. I mean, you could put Wilson up front or Fulkrug. I'm not that bothered. Let's just put him in there for now. Potts in midfield. And where is he? Where's my boy? Lewis Orford. Now, let me make sure I'm not getting eliminated from the tournament by making too many subs here. So they're all staying. They're staying. That's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can have Fulkrug if you want. I'm not that arsed. That's how I would line up from the second half. Make changes. 4 subs at half time. Get them lot off the pitch. Get them lot on the pitch. I think Souček might be our way back into it if we're going to keep playing Potter's way. But I have no desire to continue playing Potter's way. I want to see bravery. I want to see some boldness. I want to see some bars. So that's how I would line up for the second half of the Molineux. 4 subs. Bowen in his best position. Walker-Peters backing him up. A striker on the pitch where a striker should be. Callum Marshall on there who looked good pre-season. That's what I would do. There you go. Back to the studio. How about that? How about that? Anyway, Dean saying Prime Monday Night Football, state of the art. That's what we're here for. I do my best, right? I do my best. Looks professional, doesn't it? Chris said it's a load of wank. Again, I don't know if he means my team, if he means me eating a Kit Kat, or if he means my tactics board, or if he means what he's just witnessed. But it's one of those things. Daniel saying, can we move players around on like old school Football Manager more into it? Mate, I can do more. I can do more with this tactics board. Do you want to see more from the tactics board? We'll just chat shit for 5 minutes about the tactics board if you want. Leo saying Souček at the 9 to save a sub and Paqueta at 10 to get close to him. Possibly. I think that looking at how we're going to play with Potter in the second half, I think Souček's our most likely player to score. The issue is when we got him in the box there at the end, Ward-Prowse tried to cross to him and Paqueta ended up heading it. So the cross didn't look bad. I would argue it was a bad cross because Souček was one-on-one with someone a foot shorter than him and the ball got nowhere near him. That ball should have been lofted to the back post for Souček to challenge him in the air. And Souček would beat most players, including those of his height. His timing of the jump, the way that he moves his body when he jumps, his heading, everything about Souček when he goes to head a ball is just world class. Now, before someone says Souček world class, Souček at heading the ball is world class. I think he's up there with the best of them. And the cross didn't even allow him to challenge for it. It was a bad cross in my opinion. Just that because Paqueta got in there and headed it, it didn't look like a bad one. And maybe he was aiming for Paqueta. Then I would argue that's a bad decision. You should have been aiming for Thomas Souček at the back post. So, anyway, there's my... Seeger, we're not watching the tactics board second half. To be fair, what I did do, what I have debated, right, is maybe for another video long term. It's almost like football for the deaf, though, isn't it? Like because in theory I can put in Wolves and then move the counters around and tell you what's happening on the pitch by showing you on the tactics board, if that makes sense. But anyway, Jazza, we know that West Ham are back in talks with John with an option to buy. We've seen it. We're not really going to discuss it too much because it's about the game in this one. I just think it's a bit strange. Edward's saying 0 changes. Surely not. I mean, the camera's on full crew at the minute. Wilson's come out and is applauding the players as they come out. The players have all come back out. Potts is on the pitch. It looks like Potts and Fulkrug are perhaps going through a bit more of a substantial warm-up compared to the rest. Or maybe the camera's just picking up on those two, and that's that. I mean, Marshall's with Potts at the minute, so... But no, it looks like whoever said that there's no changes, it looks to be accurate because there doesn't appear to be any. Ozzy saying a petition for the tactics board if you watch along. Would you like to watch the tactics board for what's going to happen? Do you want to know? I'll use a tactics board one more time, right? This is what we're going to be lining up. This is how we're going to line up in the second half. By the looks of it, Juif's going to stay where he is. Agard, Mavpanos, Walker Peters. I need a bit of Tadibo. I don't have a Tadibo now, so I need a bit of Tadibo. So Tadibo's going to stay there. Potts and Orford, sorry lads, you're not getting on yet. Sorry Wilson. Paqueta up front with Bowen. Marshall, no, you're not getting on either, mate. Sorry. We're going to keep Ward-Prowse on, and I need a Souček and a Rodriguez. Let's bring those two in. They're both going to play. So this is how we're going to line up. Then if I just get my pen here, and if I just write out, these are the tactics that we're going to be occupying in the second half. There you go. How do you like my tactics board? There you go. That's West Ham's tactics for the second half. Right. Let's see how it pans out, shall we? Anyway, there you go. There's my tactics board. It's just, you've got to have a laugh, haven't you? Got to have a laugh. Wolves still haven't come out of the tunnel yet. We're just waiting. Wolves haven't come on the pitch yet, and we're still the second best team. It's terrible, isn't it? It is terrible. I don't think they've made any changes. They probably just said to Pereira, hey, Vítor, are we going to make changes? He's gone, we don't fucking need to. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Don't need to. Anyway. Daniel would like to see this on Monday Night Football. I think it'd be more fun. Do you know if they just did that on Monday Night Football? Said, look, this is the tactics. That would be a little bit more fun. Country Hammer loves it. Joe wants me sacked. Anyway, Matt, thank you so much. Just quickly, Matt, thank you very much for the super chat and the support. I appreciate you. You're a good person. Thank you. I appreciate it a lot. The second half's kicked off. I'm just trying to wrap up the live chat so I can see what's going on here. There was a comment I was going to click on. Here we go. Ismar says, third game, Gio's already crazy laughing. Priceless. Yeah. Clock! One day I'll remember. What am I on? 45, 40. 45, 50. Okay, right. Let me get ready to sync it up. Big clock is a go. There you go. My big clock is a go. Thank you very much. All right, just quickly, Matt, thank you very much. Steve, thank you for £2 super chat. Saying tactics board on every halftime watch law. Maybe I pay money for it, so I might as well use it. Spencer came to the pub to watch us on holiday. Oh, bless you. God knows why. It's really annoying to see us so slow and boring. Big up the patron addicts. And Rick is saying get the goblin gone. And Colin is saying, oh, crikey, I missed some super chats. Any chance John's still waiting at the airport? Maybe that's why we're doing it. But thank you to you for the super chats and the support. Phil, don't normally make comments or get involved, but watch your stuff and I think it's great, so you deserve a tip. Plus your commentary is better. Phil, thank you. It's because of people like you. Thanks for the support. Dave, anyone here know how to get the teal t-shirt from the 1819 in an XL, preferably unbranded? I can't even think what one that is. Probably eBay is your best shout. And Dean, thank you, says cab for Potter. Right then, let me get back. I think I'm normal now. I'm ready now for the second half. Well, I'm not really, not mentally. Physically I'm ready, but mentally not so much. Right, Prowse is prowling forward. He's giving it to Walker Peters. Gone back to Tadibo. Come back to Areola. Right, come on, boys. Surely we can score a goal, right? Without conceding. Come on. Give us something to enjoy. I don't just get through. Even if we go through in pens, I don't care. Just get through. Just give us something to look forward to. Just give us something to enjoy. So when the third round draw, whenever it is, tomorrow night, I assume, when that's done, we're still in the pot. And if we get a lower league team at home, we can think, all right, okay, this is good. Please just... It's miserable enough without us being out the cup as well. I wasn't really looking forward to the game, as you guys know, but now we're in it and it's here and we're losing. I'm a bit pissed off because I want to win this game. I want to stay in the cup. Anyway, Paqueta's found Bowen on the right, who's running at Bueno. He's still got it. He's lost it, but there wasn't much support for him. Souček's got it now. He's giving it to Juve. See, there's no striker. Look at the gap. There's Souček and Bowen are in there. There's a massive gap between them where the striker should be. Anyway, Rodriguez has got it. He's giving it to Juve. Come back to it. Now we've got three centre-backs, and it's just... They're in acres of space, and there's acres of space where a striker should be occupying. Right, Walker Peters, back toward Prowse. We want a pen. Ref says no. Come on, get the ball in. Souček's in the middle. Walker Peters puts it in. Souček! Yes! 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 I think I've knocked something over. I'm not sure what it is. I don't care. Thomas Souček! Yes! 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 I'm not going to say I called it. Kind of did. Kind of called it. I kind of called it. Good ball in by Walker Peters. Thomas Souček with the header at the back post. Up against that short ass again. Was he up against short ass at the back post? I think he was. Let me just double check before I say I told you so. Walker Peters put it in. He is. He's up against short ass at the back post. That's exactly what happened. Up against short ass at the back post. Fantastic. Well done, Souček. Good ball by Walker Peters. More of the same. Keep racking him up for the short ass at the back post. Aussie is fuming that I do not have Sky on the TV in my office. Let me just get this. Should change the score. It has changed the score. That's all right then. Come on. The dream's alive. Let's go. Let's get another one. I want another one now. Same again. Rack him up for Souček. Wolves are coming forward. Arias has a shot deflected wide by Tadibo. It's a corner for Wolves. Come on. Chris, the score has changed. I can see it. It literally says 1-1. I'm looking right at it. I can see it. Anyway, Wolves have got a corner. Felix is taking it. He's taking all their set pieces tonight. Arias is here. Laid off Bellegarde. Wide. Comfortably wide. Comfortably wide. Andrew, I don't know why people tell me I'm behind. I don't know. Generally, what are you hoping for me to do? Ring up Sky right now and say, look, come put a satellite dish on my house, even though I'm not allowed because I rent the house. Put it up anyway. Then I'm going to go buy a TV and attach it to the wall in my office. And then I can watch Sky real time. But even then, there would still be a delay because there's about a 15-second delay between me saying this and you hearing this. There's about a 10-15-second delay because of YouTube and whatever. I don't know. I apologise. I am not ahead of real-time play. I apologise I'm behind. I'm doing my best. Leon, I know you too well. I know you're just being a sarcastic, cheeky so-and-so. And I like it. Anyway. Arias has had a shot blocked by Souček. Corner kick to Wolves. Come on, boys. Come on, come on. Gonna win the league. Well, actually, it's not the league game, is it? It's a cup. Gonna win the Carabao Cup. Doesn't have the same ring, does it? Gonna win the milk cup. Gonna win the milk cup. Now you're gonna believe us. Now you're gonna believe us. I'm not old enough for the milk cup. I'm just aware. It used to be called that. Anyway, Wolves come down the left here. Ball in by Bueno. Juve chests out for a corner kick. Good to see that support for him from the centre-backs there, because I think Areola was telling him to like take his time and that he had no one on him, and he's put it out for a corner, sorry. And Aguerd and Mavropanos immediately started like clapping and giving him a pat on the head just to say well done. I like it. Good. Juve shouldn't have done that, but it was good to see the senior centre-back sort of supporting him. I like it. Anyway, we haven't cleared this. Felix is picked up again. His cross shot is blocked. He's picked it back up. Souček's tackled him, and he's gone in crunch. Ooh, that's a bit of a sore one, that one. Ooh. Do you know those ones you feel it? I felt that one. Good. Do you know something? Good. I don't know who started that for West Ham, but bloody good on you. Right, so Mosquera's gone in on Souček, right? And it's a bit late. But I don't know who it is from West Ham, but one of our players has gone in there and said, no, you're not having this. Good. I like to see that. There's not enough of that. That is late. That's a red card, that is. I think it's Aguerd goes running after him. Oh, that's a sending off. He studs him on the knee. That is a dirty chack. That is dirty. That's a red card. That is a sending off. He's completely studded him on the knee. Souček's cleared it and he studded him, but even if Souček didn't clear it, he would never have won the ball. That is a rash tackle from Mosquera. He did get booked for it, but I was pleased to see that some of our boys, Mavropanos and Aguerd, they were there, Paqueta was there, they all sort of ran up to him and said, "Now, what are you doing, man?" I was pleased to see that. Because there was none of that against Chelsea. There was no fight and togetherness against Chelsea, so I was pleased to see that there. He's just getting on with it, Souček, bless him. That was a sore one, that. The only time. Only time. I'm sad there's no VAR. Anyway, long ball up from Areola, headed away by Mosquera. Rodriguez flicks it down. Been cleared up. He'll go to Areola. He's going to have to clear it here, and he does. Do you know something? That tackle, as filthy as it was, and assuming Souček's okay, it might actually be a good thing in the long term, because that might fire us up a little bit. And I think the game needed a bit of that. I think the game needed a little bit of spice thrown in. So our equaliser, that tackle, that's the type of thing that gets you fired up as a team. We could do with a little bit of a rocket. So ooh, that could have been a sore one if he's caught Mavpanos. It's not that bad though. It's going to sound bad. One way to say is I think Hwang's maybe just caught Mavpanos with his studs in the head, but Mavpanos' head was like at knee height. It's just a foul. We've got a free kick. Agerd plays it into Paqueta, out to Souček, who's in the left wing sort of position at the minute. Good tackle by Mosquera, and it's a throw into Wolves. And they've gone back to Agabadu. Right, come on, boys. Let's get the win. Let's have a good second half. Today, Rodriguez is just in a race with someone, which he lost, but he recovered really well, Rodriguez, in fairness to him. He reads the game well, he's just not the quickest. Wolves coming down the right now. Gomez has given it to Andre, who's gone out to Mosquera, who shouldn't be on the pitch. He's absolutely shanked it behind the goal. And it's a goal kick to West Ham. Digger saying we've been second best since the goal. That's true. We've struggled a bit since that goal. Just watching the pen, it's no, I'm not going to say anything. It's it feels unnecessary to say it. Anyway, game's back underway, I think. Although we're watching Gomez walk about at the minute. He's running about now. What's happening? Why is he running? Oh, don't know what was happening, but Souček snuffed it out anyway. Ariola goes long looking for Paqueta, who he just can't hold it. It's against Agbadu, does well. He's a good defender, him. Goes back to Johnson, who comes out to Mosquera. Still need a striker. I know we've scored, but I still feel like we're lacking that presence up front. Great ball here by Felix out to Bueno. They're starting to stretch the play Wolves a little bit. He's trying to take Walker Peters on. He's put the ball into the box. Mavpanos heads it. Tadibo flicks it away. Throwing for Wolves, and Bueno's trying to get the Wolves fans to make some noise now. Come on, boys. Usually scoring a goal gets you a bit of momentum. I don't think we've had any. Scored a goal and gave Wolves momentum. We can win this. The only problem is I think they've perhaps got a better bench than we do, so that's something we've got to be wary of. They start bringing on Larson up front, it gets a bit more difficult. Anyway, Felix with another long ball out to Bueno on the left. That's become the third time I've seen him do that this half. He's put a cross in. Arias brings it down. He's trying to find a shot. It's well blocked by our defence. Comes out to Bueno. Where Prowse has blocked him out. Gives it to Arias, who crosses it. Ariola should and does gather. And went to release it quickly, but decided against it. Right, Ariola's got the ball, gives it into Ward Prowse, who's giving it back to Tadibo. We're just playing it around at the back in a minute. An hour gone in the match, 1-1 at the Molineux. Gomez scored after Hwang hit the post from a pen. He scored a rebound, and then Thomas Souček scored for West Ham just after half time. We're getting the ball away cheaply here, and Andre's giving it to Bellegarde. Wolves are enjoying a lot of possession outside our box at the minute. And they have been for the last 5-10 minutes since we scored, really. I think most of the play has been in that area between the halfway line and our 18-yard line, mainly in favour of Wolves. They're starting to play some alright football here, Wolves. Gomez has got out on the right. Mosquera's behind him. He's used him. Wang and Felix offer short options. He goes for the tricky pass into Bellegarde, gets it wrong, and it's a goal kick to West Ham. Neither side have made a sub yet. You'd imagine that the first batch of subs won't be too far away now. Andy Irving is stripped and ready to come on for West Ham. Possibly for Souček. Depends. He is looking a little bit sore after that. I mean, that was one crunchy tackle he received. If he is feeling it, I would understand why. But Andy Irving is certainly going to be our first substitute of the evening. I own Boo Iniesta, who rejected a move to Wrexham currently. Walker Peters comes forward, gives it into Paqueta, who's put a lovely little ball over to Bowen to release him down the right-hand side. Out wide, good recovery tackle from Bueno, and is thrown to West Ham right down in that corner on the right-hand side. Walker Peters is going to take it. Goes to Bowen, back to Walker Peters, back to Bowen. Souček in the box. Bowen puts it in, looking for Paqueta. Yes! Diving header, Lucas Paqueta, 2-1 West Ham. That's a great ball. That is a great header. That ball from Jack. Oh, I love a fucking good pass. Love a good assist. That cross from Bowen is absolutely stunning. It's one of them. If Paqueta doesn't touch it, possibly goes in anyway. In swinging, flat, pacey. Just get a touch on it. You probably scored. And Paqueta, a soft touch with his. Let me just watch again to make sure what I'm saying is accurate. Bowen gets it, cuts inside. Puts a lovely ball in, and Paqueta, a diving header. If he doesn't get there, Souček's there. Yes, if he don't get that, that is an outstanding cross from Jared Bowen. A great header by Lucas Paqueta, don't get me wrong, but that assist by Bowen is 10 out of 10. Get that man out on that right-hand side more often, please. Your striker can't be doing that. Get the fuck in. Come on, West Ham. Come on. 2-1. What a pass. What a cross from Jared Bowen. What a cross. Come on, we can win this. I'm happy. I'm very, very happy. Get in. Great header by Paqueta. 2-1 West Ham. 65 minutes on the clock. Maybe we're going to win a game. Just taking a throw in down the right-hand side. Bad pass by Walker Peters there over the head of Rodriguez. Lopez came forward. Well tackled. Aguerd's come bursting forward with the ball here. Really just eat up the ground. But he's bad pass. He did well, Aguerd. Then he did badly. Paqueta's on the deck now, whether he's injured or taking a minute. Although he is pointing out a mark on his leg to his Brazilian teammate Andre. Don't know who I think he's trying to say it was Mosquera, who obviously got booked for the tackle on Thomas Souček. Don't know if he means it was Mosquera, or if he just. Certainly not very happy though. Referee was just saying we were coming together. I don't even know what he's referring to, like what happened on the pitch. I didn't see it. Don't know. Irving, I think, has been told just to wait a little minute. The replay is showing Paqueta sitting down rather than actually what happened to him, so that's useful. And we're seeing him sitting down in a different angle rather than what actually happened to him. Continues to be useful. They need to get some tactics board like I do. Don't get that stuff at Hammers Chat, do you? No. Guess chunky Scotsman eating a Kit Kat. Anyway, breaking play at the minute. With Paqueta getting a little bit of treatment. Adam saying make subs now. We can't risk Paqueta getting injured. I don't think he is. I could be wrong, and I could end up looking silly. But I think he's maybe making a meal out of it personally, but only because I know what Paqueta's like as a player. I'd be saying I love Souček scoring still. Honestly, one of the better signings under the sham of an era under GSB. Jack saying the Paqueta stays possible hammer of the year if he scores goals like that, and like he did against Chelsea, then certainly. Paul still wants a striker on to go for more goals. PCT had put the boy to bed. Did the tactics board go well? I think so. Hughes saying 700 of you haven't clicked the like button. Do so immediately. That would be nice if you could. Over 1,000 of you watching live, which is just ridiculous. But if you wouldn't all mind clicking thumbs up and subscribing, that would be much appreciated. Let me have a look and see if we got anywhere close to that 46. I got 30 of you to subscribe. That's nice. Not the 200 I was hoping for, but you know, I'll take it. Right then, we're back in play. Lopez has got the ball. He's giving it to Huang, who's gone back to Mosquera. Gone back to Lopez, who's in that little half pocket. He's picking up good spots, that Lopez, who, by the way, I've been calling Felix so far. I don't know why I've been calling him Felix, so I do apologise. I don't know if his name is... I think it's Fer Lopez, so I apologise, but I don't... Someone might have pointed it out, but I try not to read the live chat because I'm quite far behind, but... what do I make of the new signing? Magassa? Don't know. Never heard of him until we got linked to him a couple of days ago. I'd be pretending if I gave an opinion, it wouldn't be my opinion, it'd be someone else's. And I don't want to be doing that. I'm hopeful it's a good player. I mean, statistically, he looks strong out of possession, which is good. What we're looking for, I suppose. But I'm a little bit wary that a lot of Monaco fans don't speak too highly of him, but I'll wait and see. I'll judge him from what I see from him in the claret and blue. I've got nothing else to judge him on, I suppose. Anyway, Walker Peters is just trying to wiggle out of it here, and he's giving it to Bowen, who's gone back to Todibo with the long ball forward, and Paqueta's going to chase this lost cause as Mosquera picks up and goes back to Sam Johnson. Mosquera's got it again on the halfway line for Wolves. Into Andre, who's not got much options. It goes out to Bueno, who's coming forward with it now. The pressure's on Wolves now to maybe go a little bit more attacking. Arias has picked it up. A loose touch by Andre, but always need him to take advantage of it. He's gone long to Gomez, who gets a head on it, but it's very difficult to see what he could do with that, and it goes out for a goal kick to West Ham. Andy Irving is coming... No, hang on a minute, it's Max Kilman. Oh. Max Kilman is replacing Nefer here. The other Gomez is coming on for Wolves. So Gerard's going off, and he's been replaced by Max Kilman. Not a move I would have made myself unless there's maybe an injury. Wolves fans clapping. You can decide whether it's A, to appreciate a former player, or B, because they're glad to see Max Kilman come on the pitch, as they believe it may help their chances of an equaliser. You can decide. Ward-Prowse with a decent tackle there. Rodriguez gets stuck in, but he's come away with it. Ward-Prowse pulls him down and is going to receive a yellow card for his troubles. Ward-Prowse has now been booked, and Wolves have got a free kick. Quite some distance from goal, though. Right then, what we got here? Free kick is quite some distance. I mean, is it Bellegarde or Arias that's over it? I think it's Arias. I see them hit him from this distance at the Club World Cups. So I wouldn't put it off him to try from here. It's some fair way out. Huang takes it, goes under the ball and wide. Yeah, it's going to take a special effort to beat a goalkeeper from there. I always think from that distance, right, bear in mind the keeper's in the middle of the goal and stuff, I think it's got to be something pretty special to score, like Payet at Old Trafford special. Not many footballers can do it. Dragged it well wide. Anyway, a triple sub for Wolves. So Gomez is going off and a different Gomez is coming on. Oh, hell, this is the guy's name. I don't know how to pronounce it. I think there's maybe even 4 subs for them here. Doherty's coming on. I recognise him. Bellegarde's going off. I recognise him. That's fine. I'm okay so far. Yeah, that's the Gomez. Yeah, I've already referenced him. Lopez has gone off, and Larsson's come on. Oh, hell. We all know what's coming, don't we? So they're brought on their main man up front now. And I think I've seen the guy's name, I don't know how you pronounce, Chow. I think that's it. I don't know how you say his name. The right wing back anyway. He's come on as well. I'll come up on my screen in a second. But they're bringing on some good players here, Wolves. My Paris goes back to Areola. The graphics updated for you with the subs there. Gomez, Doherty, Chow, and Larsson coming on. And the 4 players that are missing have gone off. Gomez, Lopez, Bellegarde, and one more. Mosquera, I don't see him. Anyway, Doherty plays it back to Agabadu, who goes out to Bueno. He's still on the pitch. Both Buenos are still on the pitch. Agabadu's got the ball again. Doherty's now got it out in this right side. Who's gone over the top for that Chow, who's ridiculously fast, I believe. So that's one to keep an eye on. Their number 38 playing right wing back is, I believe, rapid and was the fastest player in Serie A last season. Andy thought I was talking about Bridador. I mean, I don't know how you pronounce his name. Chow. The thing is, commentators make it sound so easy. I was trying to listen to him saying it when they played Bournemouth at the weekend because he played. It was just rolling off his tongue like he was pronouncing Smith. So I'm just going to say Chow. We know what we're talking about. But I don't know how you pronounce it. I don't have audio. I can't hear it. I've still not purchased headphones to fit the iPad. It's my birthday very soon. Maybe I'll request them, but it's a bit late to request them, I think. It's my birthday this week. I'm getting old. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm getting old. Oi. Max Kilman bringing out the futsal at the Molineux, skinning 1, skinning 2, and then Andre dragged him down. They had a nibble at him and missed him. He dribbled away with it, past Doherty, who tried to take him out and didn't manage, and Andre just held onto his shirt until he fell to the ground and took a yellow card for his troubles. Good run by Max Kilman. Really good run there. Exactly what we needed. Under a little bit of pressure. Get the free kick. I recently slowed the game down, but we've gone in taking the free kick pretty quickly. But it was good play by Wolves. Thank you, Seeger. I do my best. Okay, it's been pronounced Chow. Okay, I'll go with that one. Seeger, I do my best to know as much as I can about all the teams in the Premier League. A little bit of the Championship, all the teams in the Premier League. I do my best to learn. And I watch a lot of football. Mrs. G would suggest too much. I think it's important. It's work. I'd feel like a fraud if I did this as a job. I came on here and said, what do you think of Wolves? I said, don't know, I don't watch them. Leon said I can get an adapter. The thing is, Leon, I've only got one headphone, and that's the one that's in the computer. Anyway, Wolves have got a throw in right in the corner here. They're taking it quickly. Arias is taking it quickly. It's gone back to Doherty, gone back to Andre. They've now got their, what I consider to be their first choice central midfield with Andre and Gomez on the pitch. Saying that, we've got our first choice midfield in terms of what Potter thinks is our first choice with Rodriguez, Ward-Prowse and Souček. Bit of a cheap corner to concede. Not the first time that's happened. The ball's gone to the back post and Ariola's told the defender to leave it and put it out for a corner anyway. But nevertheless, Wolves, famous last words and that, haven't looked too dangerous from corners yet. So hopefully that continues. Anyway, Arias whips this one in. Kilman heads it away, comes to Gomez, but it's well high and wide on the volley, like a proper volley as well. Not one of these ones where it bounces and they hit it, like a proper laces through it volley. And it was well wide. I tell you what, this camera angle, not for the first time, the camera angle showing the replay behind the goal really annoys me because half the screen is some bloke's head. Like it's just a shadow of a bloke's head. How's the cameraman not just moved a little bit? Anyway. Nice silhouette of the Wolves fan. Ariola goes out to Walker-Peters, who keeps it in and looks for Bowen, but Gomez intercepts, gives it to Bueno. Todibo dives in, wins it, and it's a throw into Wolves. Despite Todibo protesting for a West Ham throw. We're looking a little bit lacking of energy is how I would maybe describe West Ham currently. Saying that, I was just waiting until the ball got cleared before I said it. Saying that, Ariola has had little to do, right? I don't recall. They've had 2 shots on target. Wolves. One of them obviously hit the back of the net, and the other one was a real tame effort from Arias. So Ariola has not been too busy tonight. Bueno's coming forward, looking for the other Bueno. Ball into the box, looking for Larson. This is the thing now. They've got their big man up in the box, so they can just start whipping crosses in. Chow whips it in. It gets blocked by Souček. Falls to Gomez. Gives it to Bueno. We're under the cosh here. Looks for Larson. It's overhit. Ju flicks it away. We're just sitting back here. We need to... Is everyone trying to guess my age? I'm not as old as some of you think. I'll tell you that for free. Someone said they think I'm younger than Gonzo. It better be being sarcastic. Anyway, we'll wait and see. Doherty's coming forward. Lovely ball into Larson. He couldn't make it stick. It's fallen to Bowen, who's won a free kick for us, and we needed that. We just need a bit of a breather. I think we need some subs now from Potter, just to at least just get some energy into the team. I think they're just looking a little bit tired. We're getting a bit overrun. Wolves are making another sub, their 5th and final sub. Who's this geezer coming on? Is this Kladzic? I need confirmation. I'm going to guess it's Kladzic, but I'm not 100% sure. Don't know, not clued up on how my... Yeah, it is. Look at that. Kladzic has come on for Hwang. So he's a big bugger of a striker as well. So looks like they're going 2 up front, Wolves. Larson and Kladzic up front. So they've got their 6-foot-plus strikers on now. Walker-Peters goes down to Paqueta, who's cutting in field. He's overhit it a little bit. Gomez intercepts it. Bueno's gone long, looking for big bugger number 1, but Todibo deals with him well. It's fallen to Arias, but Kilman nips in and is struggling here, Kilman. But Arias has found Chow, who's put the ball into the box, and Todibo Gets a type of clearance on it, but it's fallen to Chow. That's a lovely touch to Doherty. He puts it in. It's overhead. It's going to Bueno. Oh my God, there's too many crosses. Bueno's now going to cross it. No, he doesn't. He cuts it back to Arias, who cuts it in and gives it to Andre. Areola saves it, and it's fuck's sake, man. This is coming. No. I'm not having this. Fuck off, West Ham. Fuck off, Potter. This was coming. How many warnings do you need? It's like someone's knocked on the door and said, I'm going to rob you tonight. And you've just left the door unlocked and gone, yeah, whatever. They're going to rob you. They've warned you. They've been warning us for the last, well, to be fair, since we scored. That goal's been coming. Nah, I'm not having this. Oh, fuck off with the Wolves fan. I can't see what's going on with the replay. I don't know why I'm moving my head as if I can see round the Wolves fan. Cuts back. Andre has a shot, takes a deflection, so Areola's wrong-footed. He does well to save it. Unfortunately for him, it goes straight to Larson, and it's a difficult finish, but it makes it look easy. Nah, I'm not having this. Bullshit. We've been under the cosh for so long. The boys, some of them are knackered. He's basically asked a team that's conceded 8 goals in 3 halves of football to defend. What are you doing that for? It's not gonna happen, is it? Bollocks. They've got all momentum now, and now they've got their attacking players on the pitch. Hopefully we can somehow pinch another one, but forgive me if I'm not feeling too positive right now. Doherty's got it. He goes long. Into Larson. He's holding off to Debo. Brings it down to Arias. Gives it to Kladzic. Gives it to Arias. Areola saves it. Chow picks it up. Puts it in. Oh, fuck off! Larson scored again. It's 3-2. Nah. That's on him. That's on him. We can't defend. We can't defend to save our lives. And he's asking them to defend. He's giving them nothing. In the way of substitutions, he's giving them nothing to help them. The one sub he's done, he's taken off a centre-back and put on another centre-back. They've been struggling. The midfield have been struggling. He's done nothing to help them. It's bollocks. It's absolute bollocks. I'm not having this. Oh, we're making some subs now. 5 minutes to go. Fuck's sake, man. We've got a free kick outside their box. We're making some subs. About 20 minutes too late, but we're making some anyway. When you change the goalkeeper, when you change the personnel, and you find yourself conceding 11 goals in 3 games, well, it can't be the personnel because you're changing the personnel. Wolves didn't even play with their fucking striker until whatever minute it was he came on. The 70th minute or something. Larson came on. Oh, let me have a look. Well, Wilson and Fulkrug have come on for Todibo and Rodriguez. Yeah, around about the 70th minute. Larson came on around about the 70th minute. 15 minutes later, they've scored 2. So when Wolves started taking it seriously, they scored 2. And we've got a free kick. Oh, Ward-Prowse has taken it. It's got headed out. Oh, for fuck's sake, here they come. This Chat Chow, he is quick, isn't he? He's hesitated. That is horrendous. He might be quick, but his decision in the final third is shocking. To be fair, he didn't have loads of options. He had one player and he was marked up, and I think he panicked a little bit. Wolves might grab a goal or 2 with him on the break this season. He's too quick for West Ham. He's not allowed to play for West Ham. We don't do pace. The only thing we're quick at is throwing leads away. This is bollocks. Our defence is like a fucking t-shirt from Shein. Just fucking falls apart. The only difference is the defence cost 115 million, not £2. At least no kids were harmed in a sweatshirt shop in Taiwan in the making of it, I guess. But it's fucking bollocks. Put any bit of pressure on our defence and you'll score. It's 88.5 minutes. Sorry, I keep forgetting I've got to provide commentary. Let me start providing commentary on this one. We've got a goal kick. How exciting. Wolves reserves 3, West Ham United 2. This Chat Chow is rapid. Just done well to protect that. He's getting it to Walker Peters. The space is opening up now. The pitch is getting a bit bigger. So there's going to be another chance for each team here. Bowen sends a cross in from deep. Souček heads it down. It's been flicked away. Souček heads it back toward Prowse. Gives it to Kilman. Toward Prowse. Back to Areola. Just what we need. Gives it to Mavropanos. Out to Walker Peters. Just send it in now. Send it in. He could have crossed that. Souček was unmarked. Paqueta puts it in towards Souček, who's done well just to hold it off so that it can fall through to Juve, who puts it in. It's been deflected and cleared by Gomez. Kilman picks it up. He gives it back to Juve. He's got to just keep crossing it. He does. It goes through to Paqueta. There's a volley on his right foot and went over. I think he might have been better off just trying to play that one down to Walker Peters and reloading the gun rather than shooting himself. This is just... I don't even want another Kit Kat. That's how sad I feel. Oh, what the fuck's happened here? They're coming forward again. It's Larson again. Jesus, not far over. Just 6 minutes of stoppage time, 5 minutes to go. Look at it. Why is this cameraman still behind the Wolves fan? Seen this guy's head more than I've seen Jared Bowen all fucking game. Didn't see him in the first half because we didn't have any fucking attacks. I didn't get to see an action replay from behind the Wolves goal. Seen him plenty in the second half though. Wolves fan. Must have the most famous hair in Wolverhampton. Come on, just start hoofing it or something. Just add a little bit of excitement, please. A bit of chaos, something. Anyway, Bowen's cutting in. He's looking up. He's gone for a zippy pass to Fulkrug. It was difficult for him to control. Oh, Mavropanos has done well to intercept that and find Paqueta. That's really good play by him. Not a foul, says the referee. It looked a little bit. Mavropanos has done well again. Do you know something? I think he was maybe at fault for the third goal. I need to see it back. But I think he's, bar that aside, I think he's had a good game, Mavropanos. The player that Potter just doesn't fancy. Right, Walker-Peters out on the right. We've got players in the middle. Send the cross in. He's trying to go to Bowen. He didn't need to do that. It's twice now, Walker-Peters. Just get it in. You've already got an assist today. Send it in again. You're good at crossing it. You don't have to play it to Bowen all the time. Just put it in. Larson showed you with his goal that it doesn't, like even Souček's one, it doesn't need to be the best cross in the world. Just get it in. Mavropanos has recovered well. I've missed a few. Spencer, thank you for this. I just want to say thank you to these lot for the support. I've missed them. Said, you and Gonzo's content help him recently. Big thanks to you both for bringing smiles during the shocking West Ham. I'm glad we bring smiles. I thought we'd bring more misery, but Jamie, thank you for the £5 super chat saying Spunk Goblin is probably choking on his chocolate orange. Probably choking on his plastic girlfriend's pubes or something. Blah. Sean, Steve Palmer, see you down there. Wimpy, thank you for the support. Seamus, thank you very much, saying get the fork out my club, Potter. Ross, go to bed, DG. David, thank you for the £5 super chat. Hughes for the $10, saying Bugger, and Gary saying Ange in, and the £2 super chat. Thank you all for the super chats. Those that have donated, helps the channel, support the channel, help a lot, and it means that these videos stay advert free. We're attacking again with Jared Bowen. Oh, it's been cleared. Paqueta, weak from Paqueta. Kladzic comes forward. It's 3-on-3. Gives it to Larson. It's still 3-on-3. Gives it back to Kladzic, and he's going into the corner. They're time wasting against us. Kelman just pushes him over. Luckily, we've got a throw in. Thought it was a free kick myself, but he hasn't given it. We've got a throw in our corner. There's about a minute to go. And Dan the Man, what manager would you like that's available? I don't know, to be honest with you, mate. I really don't know. My knowledge isn't good enough of managers. $50 seconds left for us to somehow do something, or we're out of the Carabao Cup. Mavropanos gives it to Ward-Prowse, who goes out to Max Kilman. He's just going to have to go long. He's dribbling forward with it. He's gone long. Not the best cross in the world. Fulkrug heads it down. He's been flicked away. Andre picks up. He's in no hurry. He's still got it. Kilman's got it. Ward-Prowse. Nice little flick to Juve. He's gone out to Walker-Peters. One of them's got to cross it here. He's going to, not the best pass to Paqueta. He's going to back to Walker-Peters. Come on. He's got to go in. Paqueta across it. They're just trying to work it. They can't do this. Wilson to Paqueta with overhead kick. Oh, it's flicked over. Oh, it's offside anyway. That might be it. I'll be surprised that's not full time. That is full time. I think. Let me just double check. Is it full time? I'm assuming it's full time. The player's behaviour looked like it was, but I'm not sure. The timer's still going, so I'm just going to wait, but they're doing this thing when the keeper boots it long and then they blow up for full time, I think. I don't know why they do this, referees. I don't get it. What's the point? Let me guess. Johnson hoofs it full time. Yeah, that's a surprise. Most pointless thing in football, that. Finished. Wolves 3, West Ham 2. 2-1 up. And we lost. So one may said, took me a long time to get here, but after the end of Moyes, Lopetegui, Potter, I'm done watching us until we have a new manager I can stomach. Would say new board, but being realistic. There's something coming out tomorrow. Keep your eyes out for it. You won't be able to miss it. But there's something coming out tomorrow about almost like the next stage of a protest. I'm on board with it. I'll be covering it in detail on Friday. I've got a video going up on Friday about a protest regarding the board, so you can tune in till then. It's not my news to share, so I appreciate it's a bit cryptic and stuff, but it's not my news to share. Anyway, before you go, I'm doing the review. So if you've not had enough of me yet, I'd appreciate if you could stick around for another 15 minutes and join me for the review, even if it's just to show support to the channel, drop a like on the video and that kind of stuff. But before you do leave here, please do drop a like on the video by clicking thumbs up. Massive thank you to everybody that popped in super chats. I would run through them, but I'll be honest with you and apologise for being like this. I can't be arsed. I just want to get this review done and get to bed. I'm not feeling very good ill-wise, and I'm also not feeling very good about West Ham at the minute. I feel pretty sad, actually. Tonight was an opportunity just to inject a little bit of positivity in the fan base, even if it was short term, even if it was just for tonight into tomorrow. If we announced Magassa tomorrow, it would be quite a nice 24-hour period. But unfortunately, we got done by very simple substitutions. 10 minutes he was on the pitch for and he made the big difference. It ain't changing until we change someone in particular, is it? Thank you so much for joining me through. I do appreciate it. As I said, I was very wary about doing watch-alongs. I'm still not comfortable doing them, but your support keeps me going. So massive thank you. And because of the support tonight, I'll see you on Sunday for the watch-along. But I'll see you in 5 minutes for the review on this channel. Don't go anywhere. I'll see you then.